You can understand kwa sababu Marekani kila mtu ako na insurance of some sort. So ni kitu wazungu hawaelewi. Seriously. Niwaambie unahitaji msaada, juu kuna shida fulani nyumbani, you just don't get it. Hawezi wakalaumu. It's the way it is. Lakini kiambia Mwafrika ya kwamba mzazi ni mgonjwa, kuna ndugu anahitaji kwenda shule, nahitaji mnisaidie kidogo. Kama hawana kitu ya kukupea, but at least watakusikiliza. And that's the beauty of it. Mara nyingi wazungu hawaelewi hiyo mambo, so that's why I always say it's good to plug yourself with a community in case of anything, at least they got your back. Even a shoulder to lean on is something. So those are my 2 cents on that topic. I lost my life here, but we are back online again.
These days, work moves fast.
Mbona imesound kama Mexican? Let's continue now. Hapo niaje na sound kama Kamba Music, this section of the song. This is one of my favorite songs right here. Tete. Wewe kama unavuta sigara acha kuvuta, ina haribu afya yako. Kuvuta sigara is not a flex. Stay away from it. One of the things that I'm hoping to do here is to be able to invite some people to join me live. Once we make that system available, I would love to have you join. The other thing is, if kama uko hapa Marekani and you have a gig, you want your event to be streamed, Msafiri Podcast will help you with that at a reasonable cost. So if it's a wedding and you want to stream it, you can contact me, reach out to me, and we can make arrangements. And shout out to everybody who supports this channel. Which talks on our pages. We also have a website called msafiripodcast.com. Go there and check out some good things. Check out our YouTube page. We have covered different topics that you might find beneficial. So check out our videos on YouTube and learn a thing or two from people's different experiences, right? Kabla sijasahau, this month a lot of people are going through chenye wanasema kama ni Wakristo Lent. Happy Lent for those who are choosing to fast, who are choosing to give up something and reaching out to the poor. So this is a time of giving, especially to the vulnerable. So if you deny yourself something, make sure also you're giving something out. Kwa Waislamu nasema Ramadan ama itango aje? Yeah, wanaita the Holy Ramadan month. So this is a season of all believers, most of the believers, especially Christians and Muslims. They are doing fasting and praying and deny themselves for the sake of the kingdom. I pray that as you do this, that you will find the truth and that truth will set you free. And since I am a Christian, I invite you all Muslims to be Christians. Right? But only Jesus transformed. I pray that as you pray, as a Muslim, as a Christian, that Jesus will visit you in your particular situation and where you are. Usinajua Yesu akikutembelea, your life cannot be the same again. Hata kuerandi kwa aje kama Paul. And thank you for those who have chosen to kukua pamoja na mimi kuenjoy hii muziki. I enjoy this muziki sana. Hope you're having the same level of experience. We're also streaming pale Instagram. Ukitafuta DM_Isik, that is me. tuseme kitu ingine ya kwamba nimekuja ku appreciate ni the weather ya pale Africa, especially ni pale nimezaliwa pale Kenya. Weather inakuwa very predictable. Mahali nipo, the weather is extremely unpredictable. And one time unaweza pata like jua liko, the next second you know it's snowing. So it is extremely unpredictable. So zingine unapata like jua imekaa all the way mpaka I don't know 10 p.m. bado jua iko out, and I think that's a nice thing. Unaweza you can do a little more. But also the opposite is reverse. Unapata like by 4 p.m. unapata giza imeshaingia, and that is limited. So little things as again to take for granted, mali tupo. It's good to always appreciate life, and to know that sometimes we are better off than someone else. I was looking at the videos of this guy anaitwa Dan Wema, something like that, and this is an apostle in Kenya ambaye anatembea from village to village. And village to village, na anaangalia kama watu are generous. Anaweza kuja kuambia nimetoka mahali na nimepotea njia, ama nimetoka mahali nimetoka sana sijakula. Mama ama dad, however atatapata pale, unaweza nipea kakitu nikule, ama kama ni shilingi 10. Saa hizo amevaa matambara, so sometimes anapata watu wengi wanamdharau, wanamkemea, anamwambia toka hapa wewe. Haswa nimevaa hii shirt inasema kindness counts, it does count. If you have the ability to extend, do it. Kama hauna, then what can you do? But Dan Wema, I'm an apostle. Dan anaendelea kufanya kazi nzuri. Nimeziona some videos that are very touching. Unaona vile watu wengi wanapitia mangumu. Watu wengi sana wanaumia juu ya umaskini. Ona pale mama alikuwa ana give up kabisa. Anapana nao na anampea kitu, ananunulia watoto chakula, and ana restore hope. Na huyu ni mtu amegundua is calling in Christ. So if you want to be challenged, check out his page on Facebook, YouTube. Lakini pia inasema like sisi kama Waafrika, bona watu wengi wako maskini to that level. What is it we are doing wrong? Hadi ya kwamba inakuwa ni ngumu kwa uplift maisha ya regular mwananchi. I'm pretty sure it's not Kenya peke yake. Ukienda Tanzania utapata watu maskini pia. Ukienda Uganda pale pia. And this one particular case which was really touching, particularly for me. Every case is different, but I'm telling you, mtoto wameacha na mama for 3 days. I think one of the kids alikuwa kama maybe miaka kama 4 hivi, na ule mkubwa alikuwa maybe miaka kama 7-8 hivi. And they are left with no food. So ilikuwa inabidi after 3 days ama 2 days bila chakula, wameenda pale kwa shamba jirani, wamechukua zile viazi tamu, ndio at least waweze kula kakitu. And the little one was sick. In addition to that, baba alikuwa ameenda, aliwaacha for like 6 years. This is where kama wanaume, we as men got to take responsibility. Hawezi ukaacha mama na watoto hivyo na unaenda 6 years. Your kids like wana suffer like na uko tu mahali. Come on. Are we running away from responsibility? Baby alikuwa kichwa ngumu. At least make sure watoto wako na chakula, man. Ama wanaenda shule. I think we can do better there. So, but also the government of these our governments. Like, what do you guys need? Nini like amuonangi hizi like shida like watu wenu wanapitia, wananchi wanapitia. Can you look at China venye wame uplift their community, you know, from poverty into like a lot of watu sasa wako in the middle class. Can we emulate the Chinese model and uplift people from the poverty, from, you know? Niaje, mbona is it like mnafurahia watu wakikaa maskini ama niaje? You politicians ndio naongea nao. I think any good government should prioritize uplifting its people from poverty to something, to hali yenye wanaweza jikimu. And I always pinpoint government of Kenya kwa sababu huko ndio natoka, za kwamba we can be a role model to the East Africa. Device namna za uplift people from poverty. Na ukifanyia watu kitu, don't think you are doing them a favor. No, that's your job. Unajua, the match is given to somebody, the match is expected. If you are given leadership in the government, it means like Mungu ana expect you perform, kwa sababu we will be accountable kwa kila kitu. Every position we are given inatoka kwa Mungu, and he will hold us and everyone accountable. So kama you as a leader, I think ni muhimu to make sure that your people are good. Kama umepewa pesa ya bursary, usikule. Don't go and build like mansions badala ya kusaidia watu, badala ya kupeana hiyo pesa iende kwa mashule. That's not what we want.
Elizabeth, what happened? You know that you miss me, my love.
And if you're watching this, make sure to like. If you are watching this after the live has ended, so you can still like. Please like on your way as you listen, on your way out, as you come in. Please do me that favor.
Elizabeth there. Why you want to see me? What for? Huh? Elizabeth, we stayed more than 10 years together. was with you on the is the one who took you to New York. I came a drunker. I started to drink whiskey. Johnny Walker. Now Johnny Walker walking now on my head, on my body. I love you, my baby. Please come back, you love me.
Leave me alone.
Come back, you love me.
This is just a waste of time.
You know that I love you.
I want to be free.
You know that you love me. I come crazy because of you.
Huyu dem anasema she wants to be free.
My brother, leave that girl. You know that she love you just because of money. Shut up. I love her. It's not your problem. I say Elizabeth, but where you go? I say sweet Elizabeth, but where you go? Come back, you love me. Nimetoa kusalimia barua pia nimetuma. Usome.
Again, tell me where you're watching from, where you're joining from. If you love this music, the African rumba, the old school, mapenzi ya simu ndio nini? Ama ni ile watu tu wanaongea kwa simu hawakutanangi?
Mapenzi haichagui kabila. Siku hizi mzungu China huoana. Japanizi Mwafrika vile vile. Mie Marina.
Again, to all believers, to all Christians,
Mapenzi ya
to celebrate the season of Lent,
kama unipendi uniambie. Mimi bado ni mrembo sita.
I hope that you encounter
Naolewa amie.
how you will have divine encounter.
Siku hizi mzungu China huoana. Japanizi Mwafrika vile vile. Mie Marina.
We have about 1 hour to go, and then I will be ending this live stream so I can get started with the day. I am finding this experience really fun. Just being able to enjoy some of this music pamoja nani. And I wish I could find a way ya kwenda around all these copyrights. Niweze kucheza a variety of more music. And also some of the artists that najua personally. I would have loved to feature their music. So we will find a way around it in the coming days. I don't know about that. Let's stop this. Let's go here and see if we can find one of my content here, and let's play it, because I think there's some amazing things that are great conversation that I've had.
Thank
And I would like to have us listen together this one.
you so much for having me today, and I'm so honored. My name is Milka Kakete. Formerly, was called Milka John Luziro before getting married. And then, I got married. I have 3 children. My first one is called Jen. She's here with me today. And my second one is Jeremiah. And my third one is Beryl Faith. Yeah, and maybe let me talk more about myself. What else about myself? Okay. So the ones that I introduced, they're part of myself, I guess. But I love the Lord. I am a born-again Christian, a believer who loves Jesus dearly. Jesus is the Lord of my life. Without him today, I will be nobody. So I give him all the glory. I am currently residing in Edmonton, Alberta, in Canada, and I serve God over there as connection pastor in my local church. And also, I am a gospel singer, worshiper. I have produced a lot of songs that are on YouTube and other platforms. Like if you just go there and write Milka Kakete, that will be me. I am very humbled I don't like to call myself a gospel artist. I like to call myself God's servant or evangelist through music as a worshiper, because truly the music that I do have transformed people's lives. So it's not about performing.
Right.
It's about ministering to people. And so even when I do it, they start ministering to myself and uplift me, and before even ministering to others. So to me, it's a total ministry. So God has given me this voice for the glory of himself. So I have witnessed people, one person being healed from HIV from the music that I did. So anyway, maybe we can talk later. But that's me in short.
Awesome.
That was short. That was short.
You do wear like ministries for sure, man. That's wonderful. So, I know we'll say this later on probably, but people go to all social medias and look for music and be blessed. Yes, and please, Jen.
Hello, Msafiri audience. My name is Jen. I am a local here in Grand Rapids. I am a wife. I am a mother, and I'm also this woman's child, a daughter. And I'm really happy to be here today.
Karibuni. Karibuni. Yeah. Thank you so much for introducing yourselves and telling us a little bit about you guys. I am excited. Welcome to America.
Thank you.
Yeah, is this your first time, Milka, being in
No.
America?
No, I have been in different states
Mm-hmm.
before with the ministry that I do, the music ministry.
Yes.
So, but in Grand Rapids is the third time.
The third time, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
That's
visiting
awesome.
my daughter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Karibu sana.
yeah,
Well,
Sante.
in today's conversation, guys, we'll be talking about mothers and daughters. You know, I'm excited. I'm a guy, I'm not a daughter. I'm ready to learn about really what it is about for a relationship between a mother and a daughter. And so I'm excited to have this conversation. Please, where I go, Ames, guide me, you know. But this is our podcast. Let's drive it, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Now that we have introduced ourselves and kind of described a little bit about what you do, we will just have in one sentence maybe describe how life was growing together as a mother with your daughter or as a daughter with your mother.
Growing up, it was a fun time. I'm multicultural, so I was born and raised in Tanzania, and I was there until I was 12.
Yeah.
12, and
yeah,
then
13.
I think
close
when
to
we got
13.
here a
Yeah.
month later, it was
Yes.
so it was fun, you know, playing outside, always being outside, never watching TV really. We literally had 2 channels, but just the African childhood of being free, and with neighborhood kids, and just the endless activities to do outside, just free. I loved it. No shoes, just out running around, seeing what we can get ourselves into. All safe fun, but so much fun. Way more than, can have here. Sorry, but yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. My mom has always been a strong woman in my eyes, and in a lot of people's eyes, but in my eyes, she's always been a strong woman, and she has always guided us in the right way, being leading a godly example, a biblical example. And so, yeah, childhood was fun. It's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Milka?
Yeah, about me and the relationship between me and my daughter has been a journey, a good journey, I would say, because like as a mother as well, living for the first time, you get I got to do experiment with with her, and so I'm so grateful to God that God gave me her to be a gift to me, to my life, and grow both of us together. And the journey that I'm talking about, it consisted of 2 cultures. So raising Jen in Africa, she was a daughter, a child who is very curious. She had this curiosity mind, and also she knew her rights from the get-go. Like, since she was little.
Yes.
Yeah. So, it was very fun.
One thing that I find amazing about this particular episode and what they bring up here is she says that Jen, she knew her rights from the very long time ago. And I think that especially growing up in Africa, this is one of those things ya kwamba you may know your rights, but you cannot express them. Yani ile whooping yenye utapewa if you try to express yourself when you unasikia how you feel. Oh my Lord. It's not easy. But also now a lot of times we also as young people, growing up unapata you're never taught how to correctly express yourself. And some kids are just born knowing their rights, I guess. And we'll hear about a particular Jen and why our case was special. And the reason why it's as parents, I guess, giving an opportunity for your kids to express themselves ni muhimu. And it comes to affect the individual in one way or another down the road. So this here sounds like Jen in her case here, she knew her rights from the get-go, from the very beginning. So let's hear. And they are going to give an example of one way that they she would express herself. So, but let's hear.
Raising her in Africa, coming to North America as well, it was another chapter, to learn together. In both ways, it has been a blessing. Yeah, and God has grown our relationship and knit together so well. So I would say my relationship with my daughter has been nothing but a blessing. Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because you're the firstborn.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's a good way to say about it. Because, like, I'm assuming, and probably the case, that for the first child, a lot of parents kind of is the first time they're experiencing this. And definitely there are things that they will have kind of to experiment and see what works and what doesn't work.
Exactly.
It may probably not always be good for the kid, but they do what they gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah. You learn as you go.
You learn as you go, exactly. And
that's right.
lucky ones comes later.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. So for those who are parents, you have kids, would you agree with them on that point? That there's some experimenting that takes place. And I wonder if sometimes parents feel guilty about it, maybe when they mess up. I'm curious. What is, I'll start with you, Jen. What is one thing that you admire about your mom that you probably, don't say often? And also kind of what you admire about your daughter, Jen, that maybe you don't say often, but deep down you appreciate about them or admire.
I say it a lot, so it's hard. I usually say that she is very strong, just like I even led with in my introduction. She's very strong as a woman, as an individual, let alone as a woman. As an individual, she's very strong, and then as a woman, she's very strong. And her kind of strength is the strength of like being humble, like humility, yet strong. So just always taking her time before she does something, doesn't just go on a whim and does it. So she's very wise in her strength, and just being able to go through the toughest situations with such grace, without complaining, and just being able
take it
to
a little
just
bit fast
endure and persevere. And in the process of her challenges, she stands strong in her convictions, and also with her high held eye. So she's never going to crumble under pressure. I've never seen her crumble under pressure, actually. And then also on top of that, she's going to have a good attitude about it. So that's something I admire about her, and everything that she does, like whether it's with singing, whether it's with parenting, whether it's with her being a wife, it's just always with a great attitude, smile, grace.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's encouraging. Just kind of somebody that you in a way you're looking up to, and
sure.
getting
It's
like
definitely a guide.
Yeah. What about you, Milka?
Talking about Jen, I'm not saying this because she said so good things about me. No. But this comes from deep down my heart as a mother, and her being my firstborn. As I previously said that she has been a curious child, and that didn't, the little did I know that she will grow up to be my therapist. Let me put
She was calls me her therapist.
let me put that way.
Yes.
Yeah, as she says, like okay, my strength as a wise mother and wife and yeah, a woman. Women go through a lot and they endure a lot. So with me, with my experience, my daughter has been my therapist because the way I was wired is to many
Yes.
I'll be a hero woman. Always you give, you don't even remember about yourself. She has been the one who will say, wait a minute, mom, stop. Yeah, let's examine about yourself, like self-care. She taught me how to to practice self-care and all that.
She
you
didn't know
name it.
that concept
I
at
didn't
all.
know
Yes.
that
It was
just-
concept.
she was
I would be just go and serve
yeah.
others.
Yes.
Without thinking about even in the airplane we're taught before helping somebody else, help yourself first
Yes.
in order for you to help somebody else. So I'll be going until my cup is empty without realizing. She'll be the one with the eye to see that,
Wow.
mom, yeah, your energy is low here.
I think even the people, us who are in diaspora, a lot of times we are victims of this, especially if you have a huge family, you have to support back at home. You're constantly going, because the needs are so many. Everybody is asking from either side. And so, kila mtu anauliza pesa nipe, niko kwa hivi, kuko vile. Like, unapata like, una empty yourself so much at the expense ya afya yako. Umechukua labda 2 jobs ndio at least uweze kukeep up with your bills, but also kukeep up na wale watu wanahitaji msaada wako. And so this, I think, is even narrows down not just to like parents giving like she's explaining, but even watu wenye wako diaspora. I think we are a victim of that. And so we kind of become parents of our siblings, parents ya our parents, unaona. And so unapata kila mtu, they are just dependent na wewe, na hiyo ina cause a lot of people to burn out. So that's a good point she's bringing there. That also applies to us, the people in the diaspora. So don't outpour yourself. Hawezi ukamwanga from an empty cup. So make sure your cup is always full. Na whatever is excess, hiyo ndio watu wengine wanapata, right?
Come on, like, yeah. And then so that's why I call her my therapist. If I was to add another title, I would say she's my doctor.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
That's the
Yes.
the least I can say
Yeah,
about her.
yeah,
Because my nature is like I don't share my my crying or my
You don't
situation.
ask for help.
I usually don't ask for help, but she is the one who would
Yeah.
before I ask for help, she will know where to give me help. So yeah.
And that's amazing, because it also takes a level of humility for an African mother to actually listen to their daughter. Because
Yes.
in many cases, it'll be like, maybe a slap somewhere or a pinch. It's like, who are you? Like,
Right.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
what actually made you to be able to say that, hey, she may be like younger than me, she's my daughter, but I'm going to listen to her?
Right. That's a good question, actually. Thank you for asking that, because really, me sharing this, I'm sure it will help somebody else somewhere there. Coming from my previous culture, or in Africa to North America, having that culture shock, it was the Lord. I would say the Lord, because I'm a believer, as I said. So the Lord is the only one who helped me to be humble enough to listen to my own child, whom I bore. And it was just that humility that was developed in me.
Because in Africa, the culture is that the parent knows everything.
Yes.
The child
Yes.
they
You
don't
cannot.
mention.
No, you
Just
cannot.
like Isika said, the
Yeah.
pinch or a slap.
Right.
And that's if the child is small enough. But when they're older, not a pinch or slap anymore. Like, it's this arrogance
Yes.
and this
Ego.
pride of,
This ego that we
I
have.
know everything. and
Yeah.
I do.
Right.
So
Yeah.
to get rid of that, it takes a lot.
It takes. That's why I'm saying, like it. To me, the way I see to it is, it's only when you are humble enough and you say yourself you're a child of God who carries humility and the fruit of the Spirit in you. If you're practicing that, it won't be hard for you to, if you can have humility with other people outside. As we, sometimes because we put those hats of calling ourselves Christians, but sometimes we forget how we
Practice.
walk.
Yes.
Yeah, how we walk that Christianity title.
Yes.
We'll be going, and to the point where we become hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because if you cannot be humble enough to listen, God can use your own daughter to be of help in your life.
That's true.
But if you have that ego of yourself, not realizing that you are blinded enough to listen to what God will be, using you, or will be using somebody to help you
Right.
with your ego, then you need to sit back and revisit.
And maybe even this time you're Lent, if you're wondering where can you grow, maybe this is something, maybe it, to look into. Just sometimes when we can become very hypocritical in different ways. Maybe this would be maybe a season to ask the Lord to be, or to humble ourselves, and maybe hear out other people more, instead of, just us, just about us. How about now, for this season, just to be about other people, listen more, be more, how shall I say, intentional about trying to try to understand other people's needs. I'm not saying like if you have like financial, mtu anataka financial help that nauna hiyo pesa that you should stress yourself about it. No. But there are things in mtu unaweza, like, you can listen to someone else. If they're correcting you, take the correction in a good way. Maybe this is the season to do that.
Sometimes the
Christianity
blind
as well.
spot is not even willful. It's just out of habit and out of
Yes.
culture. Because that's just what the culture says, and that's what you've been for so long, that you don't realize, oh, this is a spot, and then
Yeah, revisit it.
and there's new ways of doing things,
Right.
different ways of doing things.
Jen, I'll bring this close to you,
Oh, okay.
because your mom she's projecting her voice a lot.
I know. I tend to talk really low.
Yeah. And then building from mother, as your mother said, seriously, Jen, I didn't mean to do that, but we needed it so we can hear you well. I'm telling you, after this, our voice will be. You are her doctor. You are her therapist. At what point, was there like a point in life when you realized you need to step in and play that role of being able to say to your mom, hey, you need to step down, hey, you need to look into this and into that? And how she responded when you took that role? Did she respond in the way that you expected, and were you surprised? And what kept you going, even, playing that role in her life?
Those are really good questions. And I might need you to repeat the other ones, because there's like 5 in there.
I know, yes. You can also maybe just in general, like,
Okay, in general, okay.
When did you realize actually you needed to be the person who steps up? And
So earlier, my mom had mentioned that it's her first time living. And so for me, I was having similar blind spots that she was having, because again, you are what you know. And so what I knew was from her. And so like, if I'm working on something in myself and I notice it in somebody else, especially, if it's my family and I want what's best for them, I'm going to want to talk about it. So when it comes to these kind of subjects, like what we're talking about today, emotional intelligence and emotional regulation, emotional resilience, stuff like that, I've always never understood the emotional reactivity in our culture. We're very, very reactive people. And so for me, when that became a hindrance in my life, I didn't want, and I was learning new strategies and new approaches, and I just wanted the same for my family. And so it started first as me talking to like all of my family, right? Because again, I'm the firstborn, so you're kind of like the guinea pig, right?
Yes.
So when I learned something, then I would bring it back home and, go, hey guys, have we ever thought of doing it this way? Have we ever thought of, maybe instead of yelling at each other or taking offense right away, maybe we can try to talk about it, get, each other's perspectives and see how we can move forward coherently without, trying to yell at each other and see who's right and see who, it's not disrespect to have a different perspective as our culture would like us to believe. If you have a different perspective from your parent, you're automatically disrespectful.
Right.
If you have a different opinion than your elder, you're automatically disrespectful. And that's not always the case. So it's like, I started to think, I'm like, okay, this is just habit. We're just operating from habit. How about we cut that habit and try something new and see if it works for our families? Maybe it might be beneficial. So that's how it started. And then her reaction actually is what has helped our relationship, be so strong and get to the point where it is now, because she was so open. And I was so thankful. Like, I literally was praying to God about that. I was just like so thankful. I was just giving God praise. I was just like, I'm so thankful to have a mom that can listen to feedback.
Yes.
And because that's a big thing. If you are however old, you are used to your ways, it's not easy to just adapt a new way. So I was really thankful for her to be humble enough to, take in the feedback and adapt that. And so her reaction was very positive. And then she took that and related to my dad, and then the whole family is just, it's such a difference.
Wow.
Yeah, it was such a difference.
That is, well, I would say rare actually to a lot of African cultures, whereby people or a parent will actually listen to their child. Some of them, I think some of the parents will actually listen, but they'll pretend like they'll still like, get out of here, you're right. But behind the scene, they'll be like, they are right?
Yeah.
And so, would you agree with me on that one? There is true. Some parents, they know that kids are saying the truth, but somehow some of parents will never accept it, at least not in their face. I think it's okay. It's okay to, to accept. I think it can also be a learning lesson for them to know that, even when they grow up, that they are kids. They have kids, so that the kids can be right on some issues. And when we are wrong, it's a matter of accepting and, adjusting, making the necessary adjustments. So just having that relationship whereby, because the fact that is like kids can see when a parent is pretending or, they can see through it. That is humbling just to hear your stories and how that shape you guys, their friendship and relationship as a family. Yeah. So, and then for you, Jen, when you are growing up as a lady in the African culture, did you end any particular expectations? Because normally, the community has expectation for a girl and a boy child. Yes. Did you have any particular expectations, and do those by any way conflict with community expectations?
Oh yeah, I feel like my entire personality conflicted with the expectations of my culture.
Yes.
My entire personality. I've always been somebody that goes against the grain and somebody that didn't like to have rules. And maybe at times my rebellion took it too far to the point of not knowing the limit of when to navigate cultural expectations and community expectations. I rejected them so much that I went overboard. So expectations like a woman should have less to say, pretty much. It wasn't necessarily an expectation that was spoken, but it was kind of implied within the community. It's kind of just an implication that women should just go help out in the kitchen and, just very old school.
Yes.
And this is not just African community. It's even in this, on this side, on the Western side, they had that in the 50s, whatever. A lot of families had it, but it was just go in the kitchen, help out, and just be graceful, gracious. And the thing is, it's nice what they're saying in theory, okay, you should be a graceful person. I can agree with that, but it was with the expectation within the community, it was not something that was appreciated. It was just kind of expected of you.
Expected, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really agree with something being expected of me, but not expected out of, let's say, the men, or let's say everybody else, like the elder. If an elder is going to treat me poorly, I don't believe I'm going to respond graciously, So I definitely disagreed with those expectations. I like that women are able to be kind of like the backbone and kind of nurturing and, yes, help out in the kitchen, but not as an expectation. It should be appreciated. It shouldn't just be, yeah, you should do that, you know, or
Right.
yeah, and leaving no room for individuation. Is that the word? Individuation,
Individualism?
something like
Or
that.
so- I don't. Yeah.
Where you can be an individual. If my personality doesn't necessarily align with the expectations, like give me a little grace there to see how I can, you know, make it align with the expectations. Don't just tell me give me a box to be like this. So I didn't really agree with that, but
Right.
hopefully that answered your
No,
question.
it does. And I too agree with her. I was talking to one of my uncles, and it was yesterday. And I don't know what we were talking about. I think we were talking about business. And he said, "Oh, it sounds like the blood of your grandma is flowing through you." And I asked him why. And he said that because your grandma always was about like multiplying every cent, and this, in terms of business. But he mentioned, and I told him like, but I've never seen grandma like doing any kind of business, right? Alafu, he said, yeah, she really wanted to do business, but our grandfather wanted her to stay at home, and so she was not able to pursue a passion to be a businesswoman. And I think later in life she'll say something like, I wish that if I pursued my passion for multiply every cent in terms of business, I would have been like so and so. And she'll mention some ladies that are really well off by then. And I said to my uncle, so I asked him, then that's very unfortunate that grandpa, did not let her pursue her ambitions. And then he said, I think grandpa later realized he made a mistake, and he started pushing them also to, to get involved in business and to do better, not to just rely on their career path. And so it just goes to say that people should have the freedom, no matter what their agenda is, to pursue their passion, especially if it's something that is constructive, that brings progress to the family, to themselves first, also to the nation. So, so I do agree with her that being allowed to be who you are, it's important. Well, that's kind of a in a way forces me to ask Milka, your mother, knowing that you have this child who is Jen, and in the setup of the African, I guess what I wanted to say is that there are community expectations, but there are the realities of who we are. Being able to balance between community expectation and who you want to become. But I think prioritizing who you want to become and who you are, it's more important than pleasing the community, if you were to ask me. Culture, just for lack of a good term, somebody could have considered her as rude, misbehaving.
And did.
Right.
And did. They did consider that.
So, and you being the mother, I don't know if you are the one who disciplines kids or, your husband, but you being the mother, since you're here, how did you handle that? And how were you able to understand her and where she's coming from, and basically support her, and at the same time show her the direction so that I don't know how big. Again, here, streaming live here from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I have about 17 minutes. Then I will have to end this stream and go get ready for the day. But it's already been fun being with you here. I'll see if I can do more of this, replay my content here, and we can comment on different things we can watch together. Best to say this, such a way that you don't want to suppress our emotions, but at the same time you want her to express herself, but also not balance the society expectations.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's tricky, yes.
Yeah. from the culture shock or difference that I personally experienced coming from African culture to North American culture, the balance, at first it was a wrestle. It was a battle. I would say it was hard. It was hard for me, because I didn't put in mind that we are relocating to a different culture.
Yeah.
That I really want to pin over there in this point for any mother, any parent who is listening, who is in North America or in a different culture that, different from where their own culture. Not having that awareness that you are deciding to relocate your family to another culture. That itself, I wish, going back then, I wish we had therapists who would sit us and really brush us, or like just open our mind and say, you know what? Yeah, sit here. Now you're going to enter a different chapter. So expectations are 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Get ready.
Absolutely.
Be prepared. We were not prepared. So coming here, of course, you were not prepared. You'll be hanging into your old self. So
like most immigrants. And you're too busy trying to acclimate and trying to make
living
things
and,
work, make a living. You don't have
exactly.
time to
and so not having that awareness and knowledge of mental, what do you call, like
preparation.
And also emotional, what do you call, like you didn't know how to emotionally like practice the emotional support to your child, because you yourself don't even know, you're not aware. How can you cannot give something that you yourself don't have. Right.
Yeah.
In short, that's how I can describe maybe briefly.
That was great.
Yes. And I wonder, that's, I think that's is like, really, she's very honest about this. She mentioned that sometimes even some parents are not aware what are the best ways to be emotionally supportive to their kids, to their families. And that's, I guess she's basically saying, there are people out there, and many of us, that don't know how to, are even not aware. And if you are not aware of something, you can't do anything about it. So this is also a cause for public education, civic education in some form of a way. Thank you to all people who have stopped by, either for a second, for a minute, who have left a like, who have shared this live. We started early on, and again, we'll be ending the live here in about 14 minutes so I can get ready for the day. I do this early in the morning because a lot of my viewers, they are based in Kenya. So I just want to make sure that I do this in the morning before I resume my day duties. Because by the time I come back from work, then everybody already in Kenya or in Africa, they are sleeping. So a little bit of sacrifice on my end here, but you know what? It's worth it. So let's continue here for the next 13 minutes here, and then we'll be ending this live.
So it was hard. It is, that's I'm being honest. It was hard, but I'm so grateful to God. Having God, again, going back, it's never too late to restore.
It really is not.
Yes, the relationship with your child. This, I really want to emphasize and just stress on this.
If you've made mistakes and have, maybe for me, I was viewed as a disrespectful child, not a child with maybe emotions, or maybe with struggling with adapting to a new culture. And like my mom said, she didn't have the knowledge to understand that, maybe we need to talk about this. I mean, it's a whole different thing. Like, it's literally like neuroscience, science. It's not common sense. It's really not common sense. So if you've made that mistake in your relationship where you have maybe corrected your child on something that didn't need correcting, but more support, and that has been the basis and the dynamic of your relationship, it's like she said, it's never too late. Like, even if you're in your 20s, and it's never too late.
I encourage any parent, single mother, you name it. Like, please, it's never too late. It's not too late. Sit down with your child, even if you maybe it has been like maybe 10 years you're not speaking. it's never too late.
Because what comes into play is the shame.
Yes.
Most parents, when they make that mistake, especially immigrant parents, when they make that mistake and they realize, because as soon as the longer you're in this culture, you see things are being done differently. And I don't mean the entire culture is like this. Like there's a lot of families here that do things very the African way as well, actually,
Yes.
believe it or not. But if you see the right way of how a different family is doing or a different culture is doing it, or you're exposed to some new information that you didn't have before, the first thing that most people will feel is shame. They'll feel shame and regret, like, oh, like, I can't believe I did that, or I have so much shame about it. You have to be very easy on yourself. It's not excusing the pain that your child might have been through. And, actually everybody's in pain, honestly.
Yeah.
It doesn't excuse the pain and the behavior, but it does explain it. And once you're knowledgeable and you have that knowledge on what could be done differently, don't just say, because a lot of things that people in our culture will just say, ni mambo ya wazungu wanafanyanga mambo kama hayo. Like, no, it's a human thing. We have to be supportive of each other's emotions. We have to be soft. And just because your child is crying about something and making a big deal out of it, anamwona ni mtundu. Sasa kwa kweli anafikiria mambo yani ambayo anajisikia vibaya. Usitake tu yani umezoea kumchapa na yani mtoto akiwa mkubwa au mchapi anymore, unamchapa na your reaction kama hauko there for them emotionally. Bado hiyo ni kuchapa. Ni kweli. So lazima kama ufix au kama yani mwambie kama asijisikie hivyo. We create to any space, environment ya kukaa naye tukasema naelewa unaweza unajisikia vibaya sasa hivi. Hata kama hauelewi kweli, lakini their feelings, anybody's feelings they're theirs. It's sio kama ni facts, it's just feelings. Naweza kukaa tu create your space. Hata hug too, can I give you a hug? How can I help you? Quick questions like that. It's life changing. It changes the person's life. It changes the relationship, the dynamic. It changes everything. And how you teach that, the relationship you have with your child is the relationship you're going to have with your grandchild, is the relationship that your child's going to have with their child, and so on and so forth. So you could create so many generational wealth. This is also generational wealth by implementing that.
So I don't know if I might have missed a detail, but when did you guys move from Africa, Tanzania to America?
You didn't miss it. I don't think we shared that.
Okay.
It was 2006.
All right. So it was a while ago. You're a lot younger. And yeah, I can see that. So you're kind of part of your life, you grew up in Africa, and then the other part of the other life, you grew up here.
Yeah.
So when you started talking to your mother about maybe the things that the blind spot that you mentioned, was it while you were in Africa, or it is when you guys moved to Canada?
I think it was both. But in Africa, obviously as a kid, I didn't share it very well.
Yes.
I remember you used to say, like, definitely chapo as a kid. And I remember, like, you say that every time I was about to get chapo, I'd be like, is there any other way?
Yeah. She would be like, yeah. She was very, how do you say, inquisitive?
Yes.
Yeah. Like she'll question you before you spank her. Yeah. Is there no other way, to deal with this other than just chappering? She will ask you.
That's
in a very young
really
age.
Smart.
Yeah, in a very young age.
I can't imagine asking my mother if kuna other way ya kukua, corrected other than spanking. Hiyo ingekuwa vita vikweli kweli. But kudos for Jen's courage.
Yeah. But even and then sometimes, as a adolescent, I'm not gonna have the best emotional skills, and I'm not gonna have the best communication skills. So I did not. I was not respectful. I would just have an attitude because I'm rebelling to the process that is being used.
Yes.
So rebelling, yelling or closing the doors, storming off, everything that an African parent would consider disrespectful. And so that's again when the culture shock comes. So for me, I'm seeing kids here having timeouts.
Yes.
I'm like, why don't we get a timeout? And so my mom doesn't even know the concept of a timeout. My dad was traveling a lot at the time. She's by herself. So like that's overwhelming. You don't even have the time. She's working too. You don't have the time to go and look, what do I do with my child? Like on Google,
Right.
You just resort to the habit that you're used to, what you were taught back home, And, people here do it too. They have spank as well. So it's not that it's just Africans. People here have done it as well. And so those people as well, that's what their family did, right? So it's generational again.
Yes.
That's what you know what you were taught. But you don't have time to read a book. You're too busy surviving, trying to make a living. And then people at home are waiting for money.
Yes.
Yes, and not money. Yes. There's no time to really read a book and see parenting tips or whatever. And now we have, we're at the age of social media. So you'll get like little short snippets of, advice and tips and stuff like that, or book recommendations on, and they'll also demonstrate the behavior that you should do. So it's changed.
Yeah.
Definitely changed.
Milka, would you say that coming to the Western country like Canada or the US and seeing how the Westerners, the Canadians or the Americans are handling these issues with their babies, did that help you in any way kind of loosen up if there's anything you were holding tightly?
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah, completely. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that. To get again, use like my daughter, she has been the the pro for that, just yeah. If I was just depending on ChatGPT, I don't think I would have done well. But yeah, I think God intervened in our relationship to the point where, God used her, that's all I see, because I don't have any other, I didn't have any other source to depend on. And I was not even ready for other sources to depend, because I'm very private. So, so I'm so grateful that today we are sitting here, we are helping hundreds, if not, thousands of mothers and, children who are, God has intended for them to reunite and to rebuild their relationship. It's just use the resources that God is allowing in your life, to be honest. So yes, I'll say yeah, for sure.
I mean, to add to what you're saying, what we inherit as people is also our family's reactions. So sometimes we're reacting not of ourselves, but we're reacting from the cultural perspective. So here not here, but there's a topic called emotional regulation. And it's a skill that you build up. It's not common sense, because we all have emotions. And the time when you're feeling frustrated, it's easier to say, like, for example, if I'm feeling frustrated with my 2 children, I'll say, I am feeling frustrated. And when I say that to them, they also feel frustrated at times. So I'm naming the emotion, so that lets them know the scope of emotions and how they look like. And then what I do with that emotion, they're learning how to also respond to that emotion as well. So growing up, we never really had these ranges of emotional responses. We just really had one, which was reaction. We just react to emotions rather than, choose a response. And so when I started to practice emotional regulation, when I started to realize my emotions are mine and my responsibility, not anyone else's, that was what I was starting to talk to Mom about. And so with how she was responding to her emotions, I'm not going to speak for you. If you wanted to touch on that, because I think that's also what he was asking, is like how you were responding, your emotions.
I think it's not. He asked me if the culture here helped me with the emotion.
Yeah, like
so
be more flexible with that. Yeah. But if you want to respond to what Jenny is saying, please go for it.
Yeah, no, I think that's emotional regulations. After acquiring that knowledge, I started practicing. And and really, like, it's a choice as well. Like, you need to and you started learning about having self-awareness as well.
All these different choices now. The choices broaden. Because before that, what choices did you have, or what choices did you learn?
Or before the knowledge.
The skills.
It was more of like just reaction. Like this, the same way she said, because you knew little. And the easy way out of the shortcut is whatever, without knowledge, is whatever emotions comes, you react to it.
And that's what you were taught. I mean, like, back at home, it's like ntakuchapa, or wenenda wewe. Like, it's like just threats. There's no, you're not dealing with anything.
Right.
there's nothing being taught. It's just,
And I agree, because even it was kind of that, like, very reactionary, whereby somebody does something, you kind of just react. And it's like not even like thinking. And sometimes it's like, it's like more like very defensive. You are even not giving it a thought.
Yes.
And I have to say, like, it did land me in trouble in America.
Yes.
And I think after that, I was like, this is not Africa.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And so it's a blessing actually being able to learn how to regulate those emotions, even while you're back in Africa. It helps like a lot.
It does.
Yeah. Because like this aspect, you come to America and you're dealing with your colleagues, and most of them, they're not going to give you a second chance, as you know, like a brother or a sister or a mother would do in Africa.
Yeah.
And so again, I'll be going in the next 2 minutes. I am thinking that I will just leave this going, and then I will set up an automatic stop once this live, once this video is over. So I will leave this going, and yeah, as you come in, you can comment, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see you. Thank you so much for those who came in and tuned in and liked. And I appreciate you. So thank you so much. Yep. Have a blessed day. Again, I'll leave this going, but I will have to take off. That is learning how to regulate those emotions. It goes a long way,
goes a long
big
way.
time. Yeah.
And here, it's not that they all know how to regulate their emotions.
Mm.
There's some people that don't, but they're in jail or
Yes.
they're fighting people. You know, they're not really doing good for themselves. Everybody needs to have the skills of regulating your emotions. You need to have the emotional intelligence. It's not just intellect that matters.
Mm.
It's also emotional intellect that also matters. And emotional resilience, that leads to emotional resilience, where you are able to handle what happens outside of you. If somebody says something to you, you're going to brush it off. You're not even going to have any emotions about it. But if you do have emotions about it, you know how to regulate them.
Yes.
When you know how to regulate your emotions, you're regulating your behavior.
Mm.
So it's very important.
Oh, it's important. Just give me a second. I'm picking. So I'm seeing the phone over there. So I want to lower it a little
Oh,
bit.
my phone?
No, it's my phone.
Oh, okay.
No, not yours.
Okay. Or it's like, you're just reacting, right? Like, we weren't, like, it's like we had all these expectations of a kid, not, I think where it starts is the expectations, right? The expectations of a kid. And it's to not, a kid should not talk as much. They should just do what's expected of them.
Mm.
A kid should just do what's expected of them. And that's fetching food, whatever. And if they're around adults, you know, being quiet and having good manners or good behavior. And those good behaviors and good manners are just not existing. It's just being there quiet and waiting to be talked to. And usifanye fujo. And na hiyo fujo hata sio fujo. Ni kama tu yani you're being a child.
Yeah.
Na ni fujo tayari.
Experimenting and all of that.
Yeah.
So for you, don't you think that then emotional regulation should be taught, or something that people should just kind of pick up as they grow?
It's both.
Yeah.
Because again, we are what we know, and we are what we see. So in our families, just like how reactivity is taught, we react to any come up to our family, hey, wait, any reaction.
Yes.
Hamna ya pause na kuchoose, how do I respond here? Mtoto labda ana njaa, mtoto ana nini, yani hiyo ni choose a response. Lakini kuenda tu ni kureact hivyo, it doesn't make sense. There's no choice there. It's automatic.
Right.
So when parents do it, then the child learns, and that child passes it on, and that the other child you pass it on to generation after generation. Like when it's taught, it gives people a chance who are not taught it to be exposed to that knowledge. Because as soon as you know something, that's it. You're gonna follow through with it.
No, I agree, and it's and especially it sounds like you knew your rights kind of early on, and in one way you kind of expressing by asking, is there other better ways of responding to this? And that's like maturity to a whole different level that I wish I had. But at the same time, I feel like if I were to ask that, to my mother, it would have been worse.
Extra trouble.
So it's tricky, and just glad that you had a mother who could been willing and open to hearing you out. I know some in a lot of families, there's tends to be like a friction between a daughter and a mother. And I don't know if it's where it normally comes from, but is that something you guys experience in a way, or I've seen people going through that? And what would you maybe advise people maybe going through daughter-mother conflict?
Yeah, I think maybe I'll say just briefly, and then let Ben also teach in that. I think with I haven't studied psychology or biological, there's some chemistry that relate, between female and female, I guess, like versus female and male, right?
Yes.
Those who know whatever science, that science, you can you understand.
Fill in the blanks.
You can fill in the blanks, so that I think usually starts from there. So, which is natural. But the natural sometimes, like if you don't know how to handle the nature, by again knowing how to regulate your emotions and all that, because as women we are emotional beings,
Very
right?
hormonal.
Yeah, very hormonal.
Yeah.
So, and that's where the issue is. So if you're not, you don't have that self-awareness. First of all, like we need to have the self-awareness.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, of a month, where am I? And then just sit back and just revisit first before projecting. Or before reacting. So I think
That's self-awareness.
yeah, we need to have that self-awareness. That by itself will help us to avoid a lot of conflict.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That are really unneeded.
Yeah.
That's
Very-
what I can say. Do you want to add some?
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said. As women, we are very hormonal. We are emotional, and it's no coincidence that with men it's different. I mean, men will have conflict or disagreements, and you guys will be over it
Yes.
for the next hour
Real quick, yes.
because you guys don't have that. I'm not saying that men they don't have emotions. You guys do, but there is, like you said, I don't know the science, but there is something there about hormones that men don't quite have similar to women.
Yeah.
So with us, just like when you, let's say, you're angry and you go to somebody and this one person is not letting your anger affect them. So you're just yelling at them, and they're just looking at you, where you feel that way. If you're up here, you're gonna come down here. That's
Yeah.
how men are. Men are already down here. So when women are up here and you go to somebody else and you're yelling at them and then they start yelling at you, you're gonna just keep escalating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how that's the analogy I'd give with how women are, is that we meet each other there. We're both hormonal.
Yeah.
And so we're both emotional. And so nothing is being resolved. We're just emotion to emotion. And then because emotions are so fast and they're so overwhelming,
It explodes.
it explodes. And then when it comes to neurological perspectives, I don't know much about it, but I know that the part of the brain that is responsible for responding to emotions, when that is triggered, the part of the brain that is dealing with logic is completely shut off. It's like it's overridden by the emotional part. And emotions are very, they're very overwhelming. So everybody can relate to that. When you're feeling emotions versus when you're having a thought, they're overwhelming. They completely take over. So I would say, in our relationship, to answer your question, we have had direct experience with us disagreeing in our relationship and having conflict, of course. And I've also seen it. What was your question again?
If there's what would you
Advice.
Advice, yes.
The advice would be, this is the biggest advice that has worked for me. The biggest tip is I keep my mouth shut and I take a moment. Keep my mouth shut and take a minute. Even if you have to just say, even if you think, because sometimes your thoughts are telling you, if I tell somebody like I'm going to take a minute, they're going to think I'm weird. If I tell somebody
Or weak.
Yeah.
No, it's not weak. Actually, when you
It's a strength.
admit, it's a strength. When you admit
And
that,
wisdom.
it's
Yes.
wisdom. Yeah.
Wow.
When you admit,
Yep.
I am feeling emotional right now. I need to take a minute.
Yeah.
And you go and actually take a minute. You don't wait to get permission. You don't take permission. You just, I need a minute. And you go tend to yourself.
Yeah, you dismiss yourself.
You dismiss yourself and you go and do what you need to do, because again, your emotions are your responsibility. They're not anyone else's.
Yeah.
So you go and take care of what you need to take care of. Go get a fresh, breath of fresh air. Breathe until you see that only you know what's going on inside of you. Nobody else is going to know. So if you've calmed down, come back inside and join, the conversation and just explain, quickly, I just needed a moment. I was getting emotional.
Right.
And then revisit the conversation and go from there. That is the biggest advice I would give. And then another thing is, if you see somebody else that you're conversating with is emotional and they have high emotions going, you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to sit there and just let them scream at you or
Just disengage.
yes, you don't have to fix. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to fix somebody else's emotions. If somebody's having emotions, it's not disrespectful to walk away and say, we can revisit this conversation at a later time, when emotions are not so high. You don't have to accuse the person. You don't have to say,
Right.
you're emotional, but we can revisit this conversations when emotions are not so high. And dismiss yourself. It's not just disrespectful. You can come back and later, and if they viewed it as disrespectful, you can clarify, I was not meaning to be disrespectful. I just saw that it would be fit if we talked at a later time when we can have a civil conversation. Those are the skills for that are emotional regulation skills, and also communication skills, and also conflict resolution skills. These are skills that everybody needs to know and everybody needs to practice, especially at an African household.
Yes. Sometimes, and maybe if you have something to add, but sometimes I guess there are times when sometimes as a family whereby people, even though they know they need to have emotional regulation, they choose not to because it's my sister, it's my brother.
Mhm.
I think it happens a lot. It happened to my
Yes.
family.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have anything to add on what she said?
No, I think she said it all.
Yes.
And what you're saying is actually a force of habit, right? It's just habitual.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that it's right.
No, it doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean it's right. And I think even within family setup, sometimes it's like you have to put your foot down sometimes,
Yes.
certainly for
Yeah.
people to listen
Yes, you
and
do.
respect those boundaries.
Yeah.
Unlike if it was a neighbor or a colleague, they'll probably, respond a lot quicker.
Yes.
So,
And it's all about communication. One,
mm,
you have to have the intention.
yes.
When you're being emotionally reactive, you're not being intentional. If your intention is to resolve, if your intention is to not have drama,
Mm,
if your intention is to have a good relationship that is not fake, but also because a good relationship doesn't mean that you just suppress all your emotions.
mm,
If those are your intentions, these are the natural responses to conflict. You're gonna need those communication skills because people will think that you're being disrespectful, but you don't need to avoid people thinking that you're being disrespectful.
Right.
Don't avoid it. You have to expect that people will think you're being disrespectful, and if they think you're being disrespectful, don't take it personally. That's the emotional regulation, not taking it personally.
mm,
You just communicate, I was not being disrespectful, to give them
Yes.
clarity. Again, if they are still hung up on being right and they say, no, you were being, now they're trying to argue with you
mm,
about how your intention was. They don't know what's in your head, but they're just wanting to argue with you and tell you that you are being disrespectful, which is common in our culture. That's why I'm saying this, disrespectful. People like to hide behind respect a lot. So if they're saying you're being disrespectful and they're wanting to argue, let them have that. Okay, if that's what you think, but I really don't want you to think that. That's not what I meant. It's just a conversation. But again, it's a conversation where you can see my tone is quiet. I'm talking to you civilly. There's no emotions there. There's no emotional reactivity. It's always about emotional reactivity. Have the communication skills and have the emotional regulation skills, and then you will resolve the conflict. And if there's no resolution, let it go.
Let it
Because
go.
the other person doesn't want to,
Right.
what can you
Yeah.
do?
That's true.
You can't fix it.
You can, yeah. There's something that you mentioned, Jen, earlier about generational wealth when you raise kids and they're learning from you on how to regulate their emotions. And for a lot of people, either they're in Africa or they immigrated here to the United States, one may have been raised up in a particular way, in a reaction way. And at least from what I heard is, if that continues, it's only transferred to the next generation to continue transferring.
Yeah.
And so if we can look at this as an opportunity to say, you know what, I am about to change the course of this, how we view things
Yes.
for the rest of the generation.
Yes.
What a privilege it is.
It's such a privilege.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yes.
It
Because
is,
it
yeah.
also directly interferes with how your child is going to be in relationships as well, romantic or friendships,
Yes.
platonic. How you're directly affecting your child's either their success with a marriage or not. Really, you really are, and that is also generational wealth because if they're successfully married,
Mm.
they will produce children. So, it just continues. It really is generational wealth.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Speaking about kind of just family in general and those conflicts that arise because of the different scenarios, is there a particular time you as individual you felt not understood by each other, and how did that make you feel? And is there? I know you guys are laughing, so maybe there's something that I'm excited. Yeah. I always follow up with a second question because it's an opportunity for somebody to learn because we never know who will listen to this. When you felt misunderstood, how you responded, in a way, were you proud of it, and how would you advise people to respond?
I'll
let
let
you.
you. No, I'll let you.
I'll let you do it.
Because I've spoken to you a lot about how I've been felt misunderstood, but I feel like you haven't. I feel like you need to touch on that as well.
Okay, so maybe just to clarify that question, you mean like in a family, like as mother and daughter, or
Yes.
or like in general?
I would say in this scenario, let's say mother to daughter, daughter to mother.
Yeah. First of all, like I feel like our personalities sometimes interfere if we are not careful
Mm.
to sit back and like if we are not careful to sit back and ignore the ego in us
Mm.
and revisit whatever situation, it's so easy to lash out and just to go by the moment, the moment how you're feeling at that moment. You will just go, and before you know it, if you didn't sit back and revisit and really think about before you speak,
Yes.
you'll end up misunderstanding each other. And and most of the time, as she said, I think it's very vital for these two parties to revisit and decide to do a proper communication. Yeah, because the experience that I can say is that most families, we find ourselves bumping our heads just because we were not careful. Sit back,
Yeah.
and examine our personalities first versus the situation. And it is so much. I think I don't know, like, but it's so much in a package to deal with at that particular situation.
Yes.
So yeah, I would say, like, we have different personalities. Like, for example, my personality is different from Jen, so she is my daughter, right?
Yes.
So I used to be a people's pleaser, and but it's not always a good thing, Yeah, but she is not, right?
No, she's not. I can tell.
She's not. So sometimes in a situation, depending on the situation, you may be better off to deal with certain situation and not, of course, and she may be misunderstood, but that misunderstanding or like somebody else misunderstanding her, it doesn't mean that it is right. That
Right.
person is right. It's just because she's direct doesn't mean that there's something wrong there.
Right.
Does it make sense?
It does.
But
I think if you
with
can get some more
me-
context, like
Yeah.
in our experience, how have you felt misunderstood? Like you were talking especially about personality.
Yeah. So with me, I would say, like, specifically, I would. I'm trying to remember if I have like a specific incident, but in general, I'll be misunderstood because being a people's pleaser, sometimes you want to balance those two, to be direct. At the same time, you want to maintain that pleasing somebody else. In the middle there, sometimes you may be misunderstood just because
Yes.
I guess it's not your personality.
Right.
I don't know if I answered well. Maybe you can
So, like,
fill the blank.
I have misunderstood you. I feel like, from my perspective, I don't know how you have felt misunderstood, but from my perspective, I feel like I have misunderstood you as somebody who didn't care at some points, and maybe that could have been from you wanting to please, or you just don't even touch on the subject. Maybe
Yeah.
like if something like there's conflict and you don't touch on it, I'll think that you just don't care, but really you're just trying to avoid maybe conflict.
Yeah. I would say, like, yeah, avoiding conflict, because it could be like at that time, as again, as women, we go through a lot in emotionally, mentally. We don't like we're expressive, but most of the time, sometimes we're expressive at the wrong time
Yes.
with the wrong people, and and you accumulate some stuff in you to the point where, like, sometimes, like, with your family, you just want to disengage
Yeah.
when they needed you the most.
I have an example. Okay, so
Yeah.
for me, when conflict happens, I have to talk about it,
Yes.
because if I don't, it's just going to bother me.
Yes.
And I need to understand where somebody's coming from. I need it to be talked about right then and there. And so with you weren't like that, right? Like you're more.
No. So with me, with my experience is that because being a people's pleaser and a leader, because I'm a leader in the church. You deal with community. It's not a family. It's not just my own. So yeah. So sometimes it can be a lot, and to the point where, as leaders, sometimes you swallow some other people's pain and or situations, just because you're a leader. You need to toughen up. So sometimes, like, when I try to be direct or honest with maybe one small thing, I may be misunderstood just because I'm direct. at that
And also,
particular time.
what
But
I'm
I'm
hearing is,
usually not.
I'm also hearing like even the moments that you're misunderstood, you would choose to suffer
Yes.
instead
Yeah,
of
instead of
maybe actually speaking out what
yeah.
the issue is, just to avoid maybe a
just to
conflict.
avoid a conflict.
And part of it could be due to the ministry, your ministry.
Yes,
That,
exactly.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes, you know, like leaders in, you know, leading ministry, sometimes we it's you need to be careful with your words, because the Bible says your word can build or break.
Mm.
So there are a lot to balance a lot of times. Most of the time, you know, if you slip with your words, because you are a person whom a lot of people, not only your family, they look up to you. So you are put in a situation where you really need to be careful with your words, choosing your words carefully, wisely. There are situations where you feel like this, I can be just direct and stay at it as it is. It will take somebody else out of the church.
Yeah.
And
But that doesn't apply in our relationship though, because in that context and in with the church, yes, I could see that, but it doesn't apply in our relationship, and that has never been a hindrance. Like your speech, like being careful of your speech, has not been a hindrance in our relationship. So like, I feel like I had misunderstood you because maybe, I mean, I could see how the people pleasing may have been relevant. Like you wanted to make, like you didn't want to make me, and I'm also like, so growing up, I was very reactive myself. So I used to have like, if I'm angry at something, if somebody is like making me upset, like I would be very reactive, and at times I was actually very nasty.
Yes.
With my words, and like was just with my attitude and my actions. Like I'd start yelling, or I would start just not being nice or kind. I was very very reckless with my words, and so I wouldn't bring peace if something is going wrong.
Yeah.
I would bring conflict. But that was also me trying to resolve the conflict. That's funny enough, because I'm like, this is happening. Like, let's get to the bottom of it so it can be gone, right? But I never understood why you didn't want to get to the bottom of it. So that's what I think I misunderstood you there. Did you not want to get to the bottom of it, or what was behind that?
Could be. I think could be both, maybe. Yeah, trying to avoid the conflict.
The conflict,
because
yeah.
you're thinking, you know, as a mother, usually you're expected to bring peace because you're the backbone of the family. So sometimes that's why I said you just swallow the pain, or
Maybe lacking the skills.
in that as
Lacking
well.
the skills, the emotional regulation skills and
Yeah.
conflict resolution skills.
Right, exactly.
Because you like you said that when you grew up, she had told me this
Yeah.
at a different conversation. You said you didn't see conflict being resolved.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
like I said, like
yeah.
we all know we are what we see. So if
Yeah.
you see that this conflict is not, if that's all you saw was conflict not being resolved,
Yeah.
that's what you're going to expect is conflict not being resolved. And then if you think conflict is here and it's not gonna get resolved, there's no point in
Yeah.
and she doesn't want it.
Yeah.
So okay, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
And you know, part of also what she said, I have well, hopefully he doesn't watch this show, but I have a friend who is a teacher. And I had a privilege of working in this kind of the same environment, and I kind of just saw how how he deals with the kids. And I was like, it makes a lot of sense. Sometimes this friend can sometimes kind of been talking to me like I'm a student, right? And so I can see that actually like what like we experience in our daily life, especially when we spend a lot of our time either in a job, that following us
Yes,
home.
yeah.
And sometimes if we are home, maybe we know that it's so easy to bring how we do things at home, bring them to work. And so we want to kind of push whatever the genuine experience at home just for the protection of
Yeah.
the image
It's true.
at work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that, in one way or another, you'll be a victim of it, right? As a child or as a friend for me, in one way or another, that will be a victim. I'm assuming,
I
I'm
get
saying
what
like
you're
victim. It's kind of a strong term, but I really don't mean it to sound that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
But you guys,
Be subjected to
yeah.
that.
So
For sure.
yeah, wow.
Yes.
Thanks, guys, for being open to that.
Yeah. They're very important,
Very important
topics to
subject.
have,
Mhm.
especially in
Yeah.
our community.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and these things happen to every community and
Every community and every single family.
every
These are
single family.
issues
Yeah.
that happen and will continue to happen in
Yeah.
every single family.
And so with that, that was a little bit emotional, and I think I could sense the genuineness and of it, and I can see your character coming out. It's like pushing, okay, you did it, so that's good. And next question here would be, so how has your friendship changed over time? Has it gotten better, worse, kind of about the same? Please.
have gotten best.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
that's the
Like
the
a
best
million
English.
times.
So you
Million
guys
times.
have become closer and closer. Yeah.
I
You're
see
very-
her for who she is now.
Yeah,
like,
we're very close.
yeah, we have gotten very close. We understand each other a lot more, and I think being a mom too helped me understand her so much more.
Mm.
The second I became a mom, I was like, oh, she wasn't just screaming for no reason. Like,
Yes.
she had so much on her plate. Okay, and I'm like, at times I had repeated the same scenarios where I'm just, as much of this head knowledge I have,
Yes.
I would still also be reactive in certain points because the situation was overwhelming, and I'm like because I'm a stay-at-home mom. So when my husband is at work, then I'm at home,
Yes.
and so I'm the only person there. And he, keep in mind he comes home same day. My dad would come home on the weekends.
Mm.
So she's at home with 3 kids by herself, and I believe you were working too, right? So like I would literally go crazy.
Yes.
Like I would go crazy. And so the fact that like all these beliefs that I had as a kid, because again, as a kid, you see things differently. You're like, I just want to play, and like, why can't I break this thing,
Yes.
And your mom is like, I am dealing with so much. Like, why are you trying to make a mess, So with her mind, like as a parent, your mind is logical at this point. Your kid's brain is still developing. You don't really have, you're not aware of like, okay, you don't go, oh, my kid's brain is still developing. Let me take a step back.
Right.
You're just reacting to the scenario. So given that I had the knowledge that I have and I can still react that way, and then she didn't have the knowledge that she had, and in a more high pressure situation, I told her myself, I was like, I wouldn't have done anything different.
Yes. Yes.
I was like, actually, I probably would have like ran away to the room for days and like hidden.
Yes.
So our relationship has gotten so much better because I became a mom. I understood her perspective more. Because sometimes as people, we don't understand each other's perspectives until you actually
Yes.
are in that perspective. And so there's nothing better than to help you understand somebody, where somebody's coming from, than being in that direct experience that they were in. So that helped a lot. And then as well as her feedback, her being open to feedback, that helped tremendously. Like she was eager to learn new things. And she was like, yeah. And then when I would talk about, guys, like, we can do this better in our family, she'd be like, yeah, guys, let's do this better. Like we can do it, just her attitude, not kind of like, get out of here with your stuff. Like, I'm too busy, or,
Right.
here she goes again, her attitude was great, and she was open to feedback. Like she was not closed. And then her, when she was open to that feedback, she also implemented new ways of thinking. So she literally changed as a person.
Yes.
And so as no one likes to change, right? We always like to be certain.
Yeah.
We like to be who we are. Nobody likes change. So the fact that she had like the courage to do that and the willingness, it was such a blessing in our family. So that made our relationship so much better. She became somebody that I would feel comfortable talking to, not only comfortable, but I would want to talk to her. So then we were in good communication. We had that bond. We had that connection. Because before that, it's like,
Yes.
as an African mom, you're just thinking your only role is to like just be a mom that disciplines. Like you
Right.
don't think of a mom who's a friend. You don't think of a mom who's a confidant.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking as African parents, we have something to live up to, like an expectation of our kids you can't be your kid's friend. And of course, it's a difficult line to balance, because you can't be your child's friend. You have to be
Right.
their parent.
Yeah.
But also sometimes you have to be their friend. So
Yes.
yeah, our relationship has been
Yeah.
amazing.
Would you say the same?
Oh yeah.
Milka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A million times.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's amazing because, I was at church during when we finished worshiping. I went to the other room where normally parents would take their kids to play. And I met a brother there, he was holding his second baby. And we were having a conversation. I asked him, hey, having kids, how did it change you? And he said exactly the same thing. He said, man, kids will make you appreciate your parents more.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yes. I think when I first became a parent, I think I apologized to her like, I don't know how many times. I was like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
Yes. Yeah, it's like those things that you wish like you understood when you were that young, but just good thing our parents can be very gracious and
Yes,
just people realizing that and kind of also like being humble enough to say, man, I took you through this. I'm so
Yes,
sorry.
yeah.
It also takes courage and
Yeah.
humility to
Yeah,
be
and
able to do
humility.
that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Biggest advice I'd give you guys, if you're listening to this, if you've gotten this far, is remember your parents. Remember this about your parents. It's their first time living. Remember that. And then this doesn't excuse behavior, but remember it's their first time living. And then second, you don't have to put up with anything you don't want to put up with, but have strong communication skills to say, let's talk about this later. Not as permission, to say that because you deserve to be treated with respect and with kindness. And then walk away, but obviously come back and revisit it and clarify that you weren't meaning to just dismiss your parents to be disrespectful, you know. But as you're doing that too, sometimes we shouldn't have the expectations that a parent should do it first. Sometimes we can do it first and then bring it back to them, and then they will follow through as well. And then as they're following, they will also, like, you know, as people, we have to have a relationship. A relationship is a two-way thing. So as you're bringing something to them and they accept it, they're receptive eventually, maybe not, I don't know, but if they're receptive, then they can bring something, you know, beneficial to you as well. And it's a reciprocal thing, you know, give and take.
Just from out of this conversation that we are having, I'm learning that there were moments, you, Milka, as a mother, and you, Jen, as a daughter, there were moments, and maybe it wasn't just one time, but periodically whereby you had to unlearn a lot of things and relearn, basically adopt new behaviors, new way of handling things. And it sounds like, from what I'm getting from you, is this process, no matter how tough it might be and how uncomfortable it might be, the results are always good. It's always like to the right direction.
Right,
yeah.
What you mentioned is actually the definition of growth. You know, we learn, we live and we learn. So if you learn something new, of course you have to shed what wasn't working and grow.
Yes.
Growth would never disappoint. Never.
I agree. And then in the same way, like these things we just talked about, there's an element of forgiveness. How has forgiveness played a role in this relationship between mother and her daughter? Let's start with Milka.
With me, okay,
Yes.
yeah. Forgiveness needs or requires humility. Again, as I said, with what my daughter already said as well, realizing that we are all human, no, regardless of me being a mother, she's a daughter.
Yeah.
But we are all human. We're both human. So realizing that we're human, that's one realization right there. So human will do mistakes. As long as you're willing to learn and to allow humility in you, forgiveness, it will be easy. You know, if you you put your ego aside and wanting to learn, you want the new you because you see the benefit. Then you'll be willing to change. Yeah. You know, and forgiveness, it will be like given that, oh, you know what? Because the realization of old you and the new you that you want to be.
Yes.
That will definitely bring you to realization of having settled things, the matters, and apologize to each other. It will be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I second that 100%. Humility. Yeah. It's the opposite of pride.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very beneficial. It's needed. It's very much needed.
That's good. And would you say, like, when it comes to forgiveness, somebody obviously has to admit someone they had a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Part of that kind of takes swallowing some pride in,
Yeah.
A pride as a mother, a pride as a daughter, right?
That's a tough part.
Yes, but it does get easier, right? The more you practice it, and encouragement just for anybody to, to be able to practice because and obviously seeking admitting that you are wrong, because it starts from that.
Yes.
Would you say that, Jen?
100%. I agree with you on that. And it's very hard, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
and with me to add on that, as Christians as well, because we are all Christians.
Yes.
It's easy to say, the first thing to practice the forgiveness is through the family. That will be the easy and the fast soil to practice on, to cultivate, from the soil of the family before you go outside, because it is not easy, and even some of us, we are leaders, we go to church, we sing, I'm sorry, Lord, for the things I've made. It's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. We get off the altar, we go back to the same.
Yeah,
pride
no
and
saying, I'm
everything.
sorry.
No,
Right.
you just sing there, and then, do you mean it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's easy
Yeah.
to say that I'm done.
Yeah.
100%.
100%,
So
yeah.
So
practicing,
real.
yeah.
We have to practice,
Yeah.
And we really, just like you said, Asika, practicing is what makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of times you don't really want to. The flesh doesn't
The
want
flesh
to.
doesn't. It will not allow you.
No.
And then it's about forgiveness, love. These are part of the Christian virtues.
Yes.
How has love, played a role in as a mother and as a daughter to realize, to extend that love, to extend that forgiveness, even in the moment when the other person doesn't necessarily deserve it. Also, even in the moment when you are emotionally charged,
Yeah. I would say, maybe I can start, like with me, forgiveness, as much as how, even when I was a teenager, growing up, it was so hard. Like just thinking about, as soon as I tell somebody, please forgive me.
Yeah.
Like there's this anger in me. Why did I say that? Like why?
Oh,
That
Yeah.
ego, that
Yeah.
ego,
yeah.
And the enemy uses that so much to keep us with that pride,
Yes. Yes.
So growing up and getting to know the Lord more, that humility grew in me to the
Yes.
point where I would, even when I don't feel like doing it, but I I suppress my flesh and and my soul. I tell my mind, you have to do this.
Yes.
Do it as unto the Lord. Even sometimes when it's hard,
Yes.
you are dealing with your enemy. Let's say, for example, who would want to apologize to the enemy?
Exactly.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But guess what? That is how the Lord Jesus wants you to at that particular time.
That's right.
Where your mind and your flesh is like agitated when you know that this person has wronged you.
Yes.
Guess what? Jesus wants you to go and make it right with that person. That's the key right there. So as I continued to grow in the faith, the Holy Spirit was helping me to say there's so much to it. There's so much than just thinking, about the ego. Why would no? There's so much into it. This is very spiritual.
Yes.
Forgiveness is very spiritual.
Very spiritual. Yeah.
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 You're not
Yeah.
just doing just for you, but you are building the body of Christ, and you are doing as unto God.
Yes. Yeah.
God, the Bible talks about humility, right? Reject pride versus humility. So God wants us to be humble because He's not pleased with pride.
Yes.
So where do you practice that if you are rejecting the forgiveness? No. So to me, I learned to do it as unto God.
Yes.
If I love my Lord, if I love Jesus, then I should walk and be somebody and just be a doer.
Yes.
The Bible says to be a doer of the word and not hearers only. It's easy to hear and you pass.
And you
but
pass.
doing it,
Yes.
it's hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different story.
Yeah. So forgiveness is a must. Yeah, it's a must.
And Jen, what would you say? And especially when it comes to love, even the moment when you don't feel like loving.
The biggest one for me, when it comes to that, has been to be selfless, to choose to be selfless. Because selfishly, even in the beginning when I was bringing this information back to my family, it was selfishly so that I can love them more the way I want them to be.
Yes.
And so it got to a point where the best thing, I think it was just God leading me into this, but the best thing was to let go of my expectations and to love them where they are.
Yes.
Because they've loved me where I am. And it's just about, and that's just love,
I agree.
Yeah.
Even moments when you don't feel like extending it.
Yeah.
And especially, in case of a family when it's kind of, expected, you gotta love me, even when people are the most annoying, right? Still being able to find that. But I love what you said is, it takes, it becomes now a whole different thing if you're a believer.
Yes.
You don't only just become hearers, but you become doers. And so even if it's your enemy, and I don't know if there are families that go to an extent whereby they become enemy with either daughter to the mother or mother to the daughter.
It gets there.
It does?
Oh, people,
Yeah.
People have gotten there.
That's
You
that's
see it
pretty bad.
everywhere,
Yeah.
Because you hear like a lot of families, we haven't been talking for years, for 5 years,
Yes.
Do you talk to your enemy? No. So then you have made that.
Yes,
your
to be an
your
enemy. Yes. Yeah.
Most of the time, it's
Yes.
just pride and
It's
miscommunication.
pride.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And selfishness.
And
no love.
selfishness. Yeah.
No
Because
love.
people will disappoint you. People will make mistakes.
Yeah.
People will wrong you.
Always.
That's not a maybe. That is a for sure.
Yes.
We all do that to each other.
Yeah.
and we just have to forgive, like you're saying,
Exactly. Yeah.
and love each other.
And also, I think that, even for believers, knowing that, because also like a sister or brother in Christ can wrong you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think one of the things that has helped me is just knowing that people are just humans, right? People are not gods, right? People will fall short. And so just having the expectation that this brother, this sister, at one point they'll trip me, right? It's just a matter of me to understand, look, maybe they just have a bad day. Not that like to say that I'll just kind of forget about it. I can always express it to them, but in a way that is, is a way of love, in a way that I don't leave them kind of more in a worse place. Because then it doesn't help at all. But also that doesn't justify me not just keeping quiet. Because also maybe they were doing something, it's not intentional, but I'm frustrated. And if I don't say it because I love them, then I'm loving them the wrong way because they'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right?
And then you're not loving yourself.
And I'm not loving, myself.
Very true.
Yes. Just even that little part of just love. You as a mother, Milka, were there moments that out of love for your kids, you sacrificed your pleasure, or you sacrificed a lot of yourself, or loving yourself or I guess to your children, the expense of yourself? And I'm pretty sure there are so many moments, because those are just what mothers are. But is there one particular time that you remember, and how have you maybe adjusted in that such a way that you extend the love to your kids that you love, but also kind of knowing to love yourself, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I think if I'm following you well. There's so many incidents where, one of them, it will be like, as Jen was saying, it was hard for me, being a mother, work and do all, make sure, the kids' homework, schools, programs are being, done, and everything, you name it. You're being a wife, you're being a mother, you're being a tutor, you're like everything, all those hats. And what, like you are left with no time for yourself.
Yes.
Obviously. Because we only have the 24 hours, in a day.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how to have the self-care for myself. So I would say, yeah, so I had to sacrifice as much as I wanted to have at least a moment of, most of mothers sometimes, don't think, we work some shifts that we always want to. Sometimes we just want, some other mothers, they just want to have their moment, their time alone as
Yes.
well, away from the kids as well, so that they can just breathe. Not that they don't love their kids, but it becomes so much where if you don't have those moments of disengaging, or I don't know how
An
to
outlet,
say,
yeah.
you will explode, or so that's where other people generate other illnesses and stuff like that, because
Yes.
you don't know how to do self-care. You have to go. So I decided to let go of some shifts so that I can attend my kids,
Yes.
regardless of having less income, but I had to, because of the love of my family, of my children, because my husband will be like traveling like most of the week. Then that is a sacrifice. Other will say, no. I will, they will prefer work and have the independence,
The break.
more in the break, versus the kids having, the kids 24/7. So to me, that is selfless, and the love that I could. That's one.
Yes.
aspect.
And for you, Jen, just growing up and early on in your life, kind of knowing or being enlightened, to the different aspect, and maybe how a perspective, even how to raise kids has to change. Like even, for example, given a way of punishment. Hey, is there another way instead of just spanking, right? How, now that you're a mother, how have you been able to express your love to your kids in a way that you are loving them? And now that you already have that knowledge of, listening to them, or like kind of using different variety of method to discipline them, how have you been able to regulate between loving them and loving yourself, especially if you can speak to young mothers?
Yeah, for me, I would say it's a balancing act. You have to balance how much you give yourself to your kids, and how much time you give to your kids, and how much time you give to yourself. How much time you give to your kids and husband, and then how much time you give to yourself. You have to have some time for yourself to fill your cup back up, so that you can have something to pour from. And then also another thing that is big for me is self-compassion, because you cannot expect compassion from anybody else. Only you know what you're dealing with, and only you know what you're battling. So for me, it's been to give myself compassion when I'm beating myself up for, let's say, an example that I battle with a lot is when I'm with my kids right now at the age that they're at, which is 4 and almost 2. It's a tough age because their brains are still so underdeveloped, yet they have such strong wills. And most of the things that they want to do doesn't make sense. And it's disruptive, chaotic. And they also don't want to listen to you at all. Even if you're bringing logic, understanding, whatever it is, they don't want to listen. So that has been the toughest thing for me to deal with, because I'll be disciplining them, saying, hey, no, no to that, no to this. And I'll have to sometimes give timeouts. And so then I'll get guilt. I'll get feelings of guilt, like I have given too much disciplining today and not enough one-on-one time, or too much this. And then so I'll start thinking and questioning if I'm a good mom, or if I'm doing enough. Even if I am doing enough, those thoughts will still come. And all mothers could relate to that, they call it mom guilt. There's not a single mom out there. Well, I don't know. Some moms don't have it. But that's a whole other thing about pathology. But it's just giving myself compassion, saying, Jen, you are doing the best that you can. Obviously having the self-awareness to know if I am doing too much disciplining, to balance it out with, some more spending time with them, or more praises, praising them for the good things that they're doing. So it's always a balancing act, but to give myself compassion, to not be so hard on myself, because the brain likes to be critical in order to get you to be productive. But I also have found being compassionate and telling myself I am doing the best that I can is also another way to be productive. Because just like if you have a boss who's just telling you all the time, like, hey, you're doing this bad, you're not going to want to please them. You're going to lose the motivation. But if you have a boss who's encouraging you and saying, you're doing a great job, maybe you can do this different next time, and this, it's very different talk than, oh, you're a bad mom, or this and this and that. So self-compassion has been something that I have been using as a tool to balance loving my children and loving myself.
Yes. That's awesome. That's a good response. And I think a lot of young mothers will benefit from this. So this question, Milka, you answered this one. Like, what advice would you give African mothers raising daughters today? And after that, Jen, it will be, what advice would you give African daughters navigating identity and emotions? Because we are coming towards wrapping up. And so let's start with you, Milka.
Yeah, thank you. The advice that I will give to mothers is to do what it takes to maintain, restore, recreate, or like just build good relationship with your children. Yes, it's like do like whatever it takes. And the one thing that will help you easily is to trust the Lord and not to lean on your own understanding.
Amen.
That is the key.
Yes.
That is the key. We can do nothing without the wisdom of God. The wisdom that we can get as mothers, because we carry lots.
Yes.
We cannot do it on our own.
No, we cannot.
We cannot. So having Jesus, having the Holy Spirit with us, it will make the task more bearable, because we carry a lot. So my advice will be like, have Holy Spirit with you, carry Jesus with you, and God being the head and Father, take them all 3 and walk in humility and do all it takes to have that good relationship with your children.
Amen.
And in doing that, if you do all that, then you will have a good family.
Wow.
I think that's,
Amen to that, yeah. Yeah, I love that as well.
I agree with that. I second that, what Mom said about keeping God first. Yes, keep God first always, because like she said, we cannot do this on our own at all. We need God's help for sure, especially young moms. Actually, all moms, young, old, whatever. You need God as the center of your strength, as your wisdom, to give you understanding, just all of it. Lean to God more than you lean into yourself or others or anything else. I definitely agree with that. And then second, for me, when it comes to identity and emotions, the advice I would give is, 1, know yourself, because identity doesn't come from outside of you. Identity comes from you and what you choose to identify with. You always choose it. People may say anything about you, but it's your choice to believe them or not, because what you believe about yourself is what you go off of. You don't go off of other people. You choose. So choose who you are and act according to your values and beliefs. Don't let other people choose your identity for you. You choose, and always know who you are and stick to knowing who you are. Never let anyone outside of you, doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter if it's a parent, a wife, a husband, whoever. I mean, a wife if you're a husband. It doesn't matter who it is outside of you. Your siblings, friends, nobody gets to choose your identity for you. Only you do. I would say that is the biggest advice I would give. And then again, to emotion about identity. And then with emotions, I would say, it also goes with identity. Know your emotions, know what you're feeling. If you can name it, then you know how to respond to it, you know how to navigate it. If you don't know, it's gonna overpower you and it's gonna control you. Know your emotions, and then also remember that it's your responsibility to regulate your emotions. Your emotions are yours, and regulate them and express them as well. You can express them civilly. You can express them calmly. They don't need to be expressed as raw as they come. That is the biggest advice I would give.
Wow. That's, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. Those are like really good insights. And just from your from this conversation and your experiences, how can families begin to to build kind of healthier, I guess, environment, especially when it comes to emotional building like emotional intelligence, I guess, within family. Just for better understanding and all that, where if a family was struggling with that kind of a thing, maybe lack of communication or whatever, where can they start? How can they move from having constant conflict to knowing better ways of handling conflict? And let's even think about in a context whereby it could be in African setup whereby assuming the worst case scenario, where parents don't really give enough room for the kids to express themselves. Yeah.
That's actually was going to be my answer. I was going to touch on you have to have the space to express your emotions. If there's no space, that's where conflict arises. For me, I reacted a lot as a child in my teenage years because there was no room to express my emotions. So I reacted so that they could see my emotions.
Yes.
But then that didn't go well. So giving space to have the emotions expressed, not fixed, because a lot of us try to fix too. When you try to fix somebody's emotions, it's going to produce anger in you because you want to fix. And so then when you feel like you can't fix it, you're wondering, oh, why are you even having these emotions? You're going to blame them because you want to fix it. But if you don't want to fix it, if you don't need to fix it, you just create space. Have space for those conversations to be expressed. Emotions are not facts. No one's emotions are not one person's emotions are right more than the other. Everyone has their own emotions. It's about resolving and knowing how to move forward. Have the space. Create the space. Create the space for conversations to be had openly. And then another thing is that don't wait for the space to be created. You have to have the courage to create it yourself. Be the first one. If your parents are not open to that, especially if you're used to their ways, and we are creatures of habit. Every single human is a creature of habit. So if whatever the environment is already doesn't allow for the conversations, create it. To be the first one to create it. You will not be disappointed. I think I was the first one to create it, right?
Yeah. And
I'm not disappointed. Be the first one to create it.
Yes.
It's scary. Yes, it can be very scary. It can be very scary. I agree. I would definitely say that. It's not easy. Your parents, my parents have very strong personalities. And it's not easy it's intimidating. So you still have to have the courage. And then also, if you have God by your side, you'll never fail. So have the courage, exercise it, and have the communication skills to communicate that, to create the environment. Me, I'm very dominant, so I used to just be like, we need to have a meeting. We need to sit down. And then if they're like, oh, I'm busy, I'm like, oh, you don't want to talk? You don't want to talk to your daughter? That we have important things to talk about. Can you humor us with a meeting? So that's my tactic. But, just be strong enough to just initiate. Don't wait. Initiate.
Anything to add, Milka?
Not really. Because maybe just to add on what because I already said. Yeah, one thing is to have the self-awareness, and because that having the self-awareness will help both sides, a parent side and the child, knowing when to, the location as well. Let's say some of you have moved to a new culture, just have that grace for yourself and just seek to have the knowledge as we, as we speak, we talk a lot about like, having like communicative communication skills and conflict resolutions and all that.
Yes.
Take time to learn all of that and have knowledge. As if you are listening from the beginning, I said I didn't have those skills. So if you can, if you are listening to this conversation, and then you're about maybe to move to another culture, this will be a very good tip for you because you'll be prepared. So really, in other words, we are preparing you to not go through what we went through, right? So it's wise to take this advice and wisdom and walk with it. So I think that's
and great conversation. And let's say like for the people who are afraid and not sure how it will look like having to walk a journey like you guys walked that journey to get where you are, what would you say the results of walking that journey are like? Just for encouragement, hey, just take the step despite you're afraid of what it may become of. What would you say? Are you liking the result of what you have become, or?
Yeah. So I'll say, for example, it's just simple.
Yes.
If I was prideful enough to not, or not being ready to swallow my pride and accept my daughter to teach me or to help me, with my blind spots, right now, we'll be like those who are not talking to their to their children or their parents,
Their grandkids.
their grandkids. Right now, I won't be enjoying my grandkids,
Yes.
having that bond, and like the bond that I have with my daughter, my grandkids. Then you'll be missing all the opportunities
Just to hang on to the feeling of being right.
Yeah, just to hang on. Just I want to be right. Just the ego. Not even like just being right. It's
That
just
is
the
the
ego,
ego.
right?
Yeah.
It's just the
It
ego.
is, yeah.
And you are missing the mark. You are missing the big picture of seeing yourself 20 years from
Yes.
now, from then. Seeing yourself and your family 25 years after that. Think as a big picture. Be wise enough to look, in a big picture.
See what you're
To see
producing.
what you're producing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just be wise. The Bible says don't be wise in your own eyes, right? But see the big picture and the good plan that God has for you.
Amen.
Amen.
For you and the family that He trusted you to bring them in this world. It's worth being humble enough and learn to be close.
Like the tools that we talked about today, like self-awareness, emotional regulation,
Yes.
conflict resolution, all these skills and tools that we talked about, they are universal tools. They are for, what I mean by universal is they're for every culture, for every human being. So you decide what you would like your future to look like. If you want a future full of conflict, then don't learn how to resolve conflict and don't have conflict resolution skills. If you are somebody that doesn't want to talk about and express your emotions in a healthy way, then don't learn communication skills. But if you want these things, then these are the tools and the steps. So I think it's just about what you want.
And no, that's I totally agree with that. And I know we have touched so many things, and I wish we had the whole day to dig even deeper. I think we'll learn so much from you guys. Is there one or two things that maybe we haven't touched enough that you think I gotta mention this before I go? Just anything. Feel free to say, hey, these are my parting words, and you can maybe just insert it somewhere.
It's okay, especially as African culture. It's a totally not only okay. It's needed to have a friendship between a mother and daughter. It's very vital and it's very rewarding and it's needed. It's needed from both angles.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would say that 100% for
Yes.
sure. And I felt like also saying that. For those of you who are Christian, use the talents and gifts that God has invested in, because it's not only for yourself; it's for those who are around you as well.
Absolutely.
So, using gifts and talents, you'll be asking, oh, we are talking about mother and daughter. Why are you bringing gifts and talents? I'm telling you, gifts and talents that God has invested in you, they are very vital in so many areas of your life, starting with your family. So trust God who put that talent and gift in you for the edification of those who are around you.
Mm.
Yeah, starting with your family.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. There's one question. I don't know if I forgot, but I'll bring it up anyway. I know we are finalizing this. But for you, Milka, you said you're in the ministry a lot. How much of time did it take from you, from your family?
For sure, I would. It's good that you brought that question because it has given me opportunity before we close
Yes.
to mention about whom God used to, to advance the kingdom of God through the ministry that is in me, is my husband. My husband has been talking about support.
Yes.
He has been a huge support system in my ministry. Since my children were very young, he will let me, whenever he is around, he will let me go and do the ministry.
Yes.
I will go, in seminars. I'll go. Yeah, I'll be invited. Like maybe out of the country, and I'll do the ministry while he's at home with the kids. So really, even the time that I was away from my children, he was there.
Yes.
Filling the gaps.
The gaps, yes.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed to have my husband beside me.
Beside you, yeah.
To help me, raise my kids while I'm serving God.
Amen.
So I would say that. So yeah, he with him, he usually say that, I don't have a good voice to sing, but I would, I'll be here to support you.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll stay with the kids.
Yes.
Just go and do what God has called you.
The point where they've been able to grow, like she has a charity called Love and Hope International. They've been able to grow it so to the level that it's at right now.
Yes.
Because of their support for each other.
For each other, yes.
Yeah, two of them. It's been really nice to see.
Indeed.
Do you mind actually telling us a little bit about that organization, please, the charity?
Yeah, so we have an organization called Love and Hope International. Actually, I have so this one here.
Yeah.
It's called Love and Hope International.
Yeah.
We serve young adults, especially girls,
yes,
in a village west of Tanzania. We have about 17, but we are aiming this coming year to have 20, at least up to 20.
Yes.
Where we help them, they come from rural areas.
Yes.
They are, here.
Let's put it here so
okay.
people can see it.
Right. Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, so they come from different family, different struggles.
Yes.
From traumatized environments in the rural areas, where some of them we're talking about here, like relationship, mother and child, they have very opposite stories. You will hear them like stories you want to be crying all day because they don't even know where to start and dream having these kind of values that we God has blessed us with. So my dad passed away when I was 10. My dad was a pastor and a local missionary together with my mom. So my widowed mom were left, as barely have something to put on the table.
Yes.
So I went through a little bit similar situation with some of them as girls, as preteen. So this is where like the vision was birthed in me, because my heart was crying so much, thinking that there are some young girls who are going through even worse situation than I did. Who is going to remember them? And then I was like, I can relate with so many of them.
Yes.
And indeed, God opened the door for me to birth this Love and Hope International.
Yes.
Yeah. And right now we are in the middle of building a shelter for them, because some of them, right now we gather them 5 days a week, Monday to Friday.
Yes.
We give them meals. We, some of them, they have toddlers. We have like 3 toddlers in the center. And we give them meals. We pray with them, and so just 8 hours per day.
Yes.
And then after they go back to their homes, the homes where they cry not to go back to, but we don't have a place to put them.
To put them,
So yeah, it is a tough situation, but by the grace of God, we are continuing. Moses was asked by the Lord, "What do you have in your hand?" So we started with what we have in our hands.
Yes.
We built we bought a land, we built a little bit of office and gazebo, and like where they also sew. They do sewing 3 days a week, so that eventually we can release them and maybe have them sewing machine for
Have a
those who can
career,
have a little bit.
They never even
yeah.
got an education, like they don't have the means
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do that. So they're kind of prepping them to be able to have the resources of an
Yes.
income
Right.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome. And are you guys open to people supporting you? And
Yeah,
if so,
definitely.
how can they partner with the ministry?
yeah, so we can leave maybe the information with you, and
Yes.
then you can share with them maybe on the
Yes.
on
Yeah.
the screen.
There's a website right
But
there.
also
on the
there's a
flyer.
website there at the flyer.
Yes.
But yeah, and also there's a number.
Yes.
Yeah, like a contact. There's all the contacts will be here.
Yeah.
And also like on Facebook, we're there. On social media, we have also some testimonial videos on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can all leave maybe the links with you, and then you can
absolutely.
share with whoever. Yeah, we
Yes.
really invite anybody to to hold hands
Yes.
with us. Yeah, to
Definitely.
reach more.
I will have those links in the description. So for anybody who wants to support that ministry in any way, you can reach out to Milka through the contacts on there and see how you can be part of this big dream.
Yeah.
This hits home for me particularly because even part of my childhood, I grew up in a children's home, and that children's home actually, my dad sponsored me to come to United States. So he sacrificed a lot to be able to take in a lot of kids like me who are from less privileged families and just getting education and even sacrificing so much to send me to the United States. And the others who are in other Western countries. It's such an honor. It's just a
Yes.
noble job.
Yeah.
And it just transforms people's life in ways that you can never
Yeah,
imagine.
absolutely,
Right. So I'm talking to you guys right now because he gave me that opportunity.
absolutely.
You see?
Incredible.
Yes.
And so what you are doing, you may never know, but the impact that you are doing to those young girls is even unmeasurable. Yes. So keep doing what you are doing, and I encourage people to, check out the work the minister she's doing, and just see how you can participate. Maybe it may not be financial. Maybe you have a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yep.
Just reach out to them and see how you can be part of that ministry.
That would be amazing.
Yes. And before we end, I know you're also in the ministry of singing, and I was just wondering if you can maybe sing a cappella one song. I don't know if Jen wants to help, but it's up to you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can sing together.
let you.
The hymn that everybody knows, I guess.
We'll let you do that.
Sure.
I want it so people can see
Oh, okay.
and
Do you want me to?
let's see if this will hold it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Sure.
Yeah, go on. If any song, please.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Roho yangu na ikuimbie, jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu. Roho yangu na ikuimbie, jinsi wewe ulivyo mkuu.
Wow. Wow. Now that is a voice. Yes. Wow. Sauti ya malaika kabisa.
So, like I said, I am local to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I own a beauty business called Verity Beauty GR. And you can find us online through the website veritybeautygr.com. I specialize in bridal makeup, and I offer airbrush makeup for brides. So that is waterproof, smudge proof, sweat proof. It's completely weatherproof for any occasion. So yeah. And I also have a second part to my business where it is kids face painting. So the website to that is joyfulfacesgr.com. And I provide face painting for all occasions, whether it's church events, whether it's birthday parties. You can hire me and my team, and we can provide those services for you.
Absolutely, yeah. So also check out Jen's website and other social media platform like Instagram. And yeah, she has been very active in the community here. The Glimpse of Africa, doing an amazing job with face painting. So if you guys have an activity, family gathering, and you want such services, you can contact her and she'll give you a quote, right?
Yes.
Yes, and promote local businesses,
Yes, support local.
Yes, exactly, yes. Finally, Milka, you also been a musician. Obviously, you have also social media. What's your YouTube or other social media
Yeah,
names?
so
What do you go by?
yeah, if you just Google Milka Kakete,
Yeah.
so Milka, Milca, that's my first name, and last name is Kakete. So anywhere, like once you just search that on Google, it will bring all the social medias, like the YouTube, it will pop up, and or if you go to YouTube, searching that name, it will come, and you can see all of my work there, and also like on Instagram and on TikTok as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eh,
And in Spotify,
In
all of my
Spotify, yes.
my songs are
Yeah.
in there. as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And
Thank you.
if you learned something from this episode, I will request that you like and subscribe. And also, comment. Shout out to these ladies and just for being open enough to share their personal experiences and life living life together as mother and daughter. Not everybody has the courage, but I'm hoping that even them sharing that it will challenge an individual. It will challenge maybe a family member or a family in general to be open to one another in the moment of where things get tough and emotions are high, that you've learned something on the importance of regulating those emotions. And if you have questions about this topic, maybe you can also make a comment there. Maybe they'll be able to respond, or reach out to them and, hey, there's this comment here you would like to respond. So let's learn from one another. I think that's the best way, being able to learn one another. That way, if they are things that can be avoided early on, it can be avoided. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my guest.
Thank you for having
for
us.
having
This
us.
was so fun.
Yeah.
You're a really great interviewer.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You've got great questions.
Thank you. It's technically it's difficult being the producer and also the interviewer. So
Yeah.
Yes.
and that's for the people who are also watching. If you see my eyes facing somewhere else, I'm probably trying to fix something.
Yeah,
you
he's got a whole setup over here.
Yes, and so hopefully you look at me with a lot of grace because I'm juggling a lot of things. But
Yes.
this was really fun.
It was
Yeah,
so much
it
fun.
was.
I had a good time.
Yes, me too.
Same here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
thank you, Jenny. You said like, I want to come to the podcast.
I do, yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
thank you. Like, it's sometimes it's hard to know how to approach people because not everybody wants to be in front of the camera.
No,
So
I love the work that you do and the
Yeah.
stories that you're sharing. It's very important work.
Yes, yeah. So thank you for that support. So that's it for today. Until next time, Msafiri family, podcast family, bye-bye.
Bye.
And we love you.
Jesus loves you too.
Yes, Jesus loves you.
Yeah.
And Jesus is the Lord.
Amen.
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 get some experience and also venture more into education because I heard about the benefits and education benefits that you can join the army and also continue your studies because I did my bachelor's in accounting back in Kenya and so I was like, all right. So I told the guy, okay, talk to your recruiter and tell him that I'm ready. So that's how everything began and unfolded. And so we did everything and doing like this kind of background checks and going for MEPS for like like medical checkups and such, so that you can be like there's nothing wrong about you, you know. So then that was like for 2 months, Feb, March. So March 10th, just when I officially joined. And since we were looking for the slots like to join with the BCT, so the nearest slots to join were not available, so I had to wait like for 4 months to join. So I joined went for the BCT in August 19th.
And what is BCT for those who may not necessarily like understand the terms?
Yeah, you know, in the army, we mostly use acronyms so much. So BCT is Basic Combat Training. That's why I taught like the last, let's say, basic army stuff.
Yeah.
Army, yes, training. So the journey, it's a long story. So just I'll be talking briefly about it. And
even before we go like too deep. So you said you are Army Reserve?
National Guard.
National Guard.
Yeah.
For those who may not be in the United States, what is National Guard? Is it the same as Army or is it a branch of Army?
Yes, it's under Army. So there is Army Reserve and there's Army National Guard.
Gotcha.
So, yes. So and then there's active duty. So for example, if you want to do active now, that's you're fully into the army, like Monday to Friday, you can do the normal work.
Yes.
But now if you're reserve or National Guard, you do your civilian job, and then you do part time in the army, but under those branches. So let's say you go like once every month, once a weekend every month. Yeah. So that's basically what you do.
And what with those three choices, active duty, Army Reserve, and National Guard?
Yeah.
What made you specifically go for National Guard? Was there like a reason?
Yeah, a reason why I wanted to do National Guard. I still wanted to like incorporate the army part and also my civilian life, you know. Yes. So I can also do my civilian plans and also be in the army. Yeah.
That's good. Would you mind taking us through, let's say, like the recruitment process? What does it take? Like, if somebody decides they want to be in the U.S. military, could you just briefly take us through the process from like recruiting and all of that? I know you mentioned it, but if you can.
Yes. If you're referred by someone, that's okay. But if now, like, you want, like, let's say you don't have someone who you know is in the military or in the army, so you can just let's say you can look it up in the Google, and then you can look for the nearest recruiting office. Then you contact them. Then from there, then they'll start now contacting you every single time because that's their job now. Because they have like a threshold to reach. So that's so basically I was referred by my co-worker who is in the army. Yeah, so that's how I began my recruiting journey. And basically, you come in, you give them like I say your address, your phone number, basically like your personal information to be precise.
Yes.
Then now they'll do the background checkup. So when you come clean, you have nothing to like anything wrong with you, then I'll proceed. But now if you have something, let's say, and now like I would say they'll like stop the application, but now they'll look into like, is it a serious thing or what is? Am I like, let's say, just a simple ticket? Right. That's a simple one. That cannot like
they cannot
disqualify. Yeah. That's like, they just like take a waiver for that, you know. Yeah. So it depends now on their background checkup. So and once they do everything, and also they do after that, now you go to MEPS over here in Michigan. We go to in Grand Rapids, go to Lansing. Yeah. That's when you have the MEPS. Now you do the medical checkup, check everything like TB, anything, like check everything, and yeah. So I'm assuming like with the military, they probably have a different language from civilian. So some things we may refer them like medical. It sounds like you're calling it something different. Yes, that's for me for medical. Yeah. That's interesting. So once they say, okay, well, you qualify, you have gone through the recruiting process, and what is the time between like going for the boot camp and how much of a wait? Yeah, once you're done with that, and now you swear in. Yeah, now you raise your right hand and you swear in to be American soldier. So from there, So like even before you go to the boot camp, you swear. You have to swear in. Yeah, you have to swear in, and then you sign the contract. So it depends now with the contract. Let's say you can take a 6-year contract. 3-year contract, 4-year
Yes.
contract. So once you sign that, then you're good to go. Then you have to like choose your MOS depending on your like preference. What you like, let's say I'm accounting. I like doing accounting stuff. So what can I choose that relate to accounting or in accounting? Like I chose supply
Yes.
supply specialist. So since it kind of relate to accounting.
Accounting, yes.
Some people go for engineering, some do nursing, some do you can like different. There are many like MOSs. Or when I say MOS, it's kind of like job training, like what you'll
Gotcha,
be what
yes.
you'll be doing while in the army.
In the army,
Yeah.
yes. All right, that's
Yeah.
that's awesome. All right, now let's move to the juicy part.
Yeah.
You have qualified and you have thrown in and you have chosen what
Yeah.
kind of job training you want. Now, bring us through the experience of the bootcamp. Like when you get there, like literally from when you get to the doors. Just if you can just narrate so people can get a picture. When you go to the training the first day, are you blindfolded or how is it? How is the welcome there? How is the feeling? How is the environment?
Okay, just take you back a little bit about for you to qualify for your MOS.
Yes.
You do kind of an exam, whereby you like almost like 11 questions. They test mathematics, English, chemistry, everything about it, and then the score. Now your score they use it to rate your MOS. For example, if you get a higher score,
Yes.
you can have like a large variety of MOS to choose from, or let's say job to choose from.
Yes.
If you get a low score, then you have like limited amount of MOS to choose from. Yeah, so if you're now that's what I'd forgotten to mention about, because
Yes.
now they check on your scores, so we have to do the exam, and then your scores will determine your MOS or the job
MOS,
that you'll be
yes.
doing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So basically, like people normally have those let's say the ideas or mentality like in you do like this, you'll do like this, until you're there, then you understand the thing. Because even to me too, like I was like okay, because you see some of things they say in YouTube, like like how people are training in the bootcamp, and so this is a thing that we that was when 19th. That's when I went to Lancy. So prior your shipping date,
Yes.
where you going to, you go 1 day prior. So like I went on 18th to Lancy.
Yes.
Then you do everything again. You have to so they have to do like check again. I think I like several things again. Now like they put everything in order.
Yes.
Your documents and everything. So and even they give you like the plane ticket, or if they say you're going through plane or whichever mode of transport you'll be using to go into your bootcamp station.
Yes.
And then the following day, now that's when you travel.
You're traveling.
Yeah.
So for those who are, sorry to interrupt, but for those who are not in Michigan,
Yeah.
Lansing is the capital city of Michigan,
Yeah.
and John lives currently in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So when he mentions like he moved from Grand Rapids a day prior, and then he went to Lansing, and in Lansing that's where they redo like the paperwork, put everything together, and then the following day you go to where the bootcamp station will be.
Yep.
And for your case, where was that place?
Mine was in South Carolina.
South Carolina. So
Yeah.
you're moving from Michigan to South Carolina.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Then
so-
take us you're on the plane and you have landed in South Carolina. Who received you at the airport?
So over there, I was we were with there are a lot of kids over there. Let me not say kids. A lot of I met a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
whom we'll be training with.
Yes.
So
At the airport.
yeah, because no, at Alansi we like
At Lansing, yes.
we are like we went to the airport in a bus. So like I was with almost more than like say 50 guys.
Wow. Yes.
People
Yeah.
in the bus, all of us going to South Carolina.
Yeah.
So now that's where maybe you meet. Now you make friends with different people. Because now you talk about what you're expecting. Because
Yes.
you have different expectations. So now you're talking about it. So we went from there. Now people will go to different boot camps. Some
Yes.
of them go to Texas. Some of them go to different training stations. So, but then again, so you go through different airports, and in different airports you meet again people going there. You might think that you're alone, like this is only the group that you're going with.
Yes.
But hell no, you find a lot of people going there. Like so
Yes.
I was there, and then because now I'm like okay, I chose this, so I gotta do it. So
And so when you're moving from Lansing to South Carolina, what do you guys use, like regular, like commercial plane, or it was kind of like a plane?
no, it just is a commercial plane.
Okay.
Yeah. it's a
All right.
commercial plane.
So
So I'm there. I went through the custom in the airport and the process in the airport,
Yeah.
check in and such and everything. Now we're in South Carolina. So once we got there, there was someone now waiting.
Yes.
They're called drill sergeants
All right.
waiting.
Yes.
We are-
With another bus.
Yeah, now they're waiting at the destination.
Yes.
Yeah, now they're receiving you. So now that's now your mind clicks. Oh, okay, now I'm
Yes.
going to the army.
Yeah.
So because the guy will like, all of you, stand there,
Yes.
make a queue, and now he's speaking now in that commanding voice now.
Yes.
Now you're from a life that you used to doing things like say your way
Yep.
or no like a different kind of life that you're living. Now you're getting into a life that you will follow commands, you will
Yes.
follow orders.
Orders, yes.
Yeah,
So,
so-
it starts from the airport.
Yes, it starts from there now.
Line up like high school,
Start
I'm
from
in
there.
primary school.
You queue now.
Yes.
You say, I want like he was saying like to be like there were like blocks. They say, so you say like 2 blocks. You leave 2 blocks, then the view and the next guy. So the next guy will line up like that. And now you have to line up like uniformly. Yes.
Yes.
So you are there. You have to stand with your bag now. You're holding your bag.
Yes.
And you're looking straight.
Hey, do you get like a little bit training of what to expect, or like you kind of have to figure it out at the airport?
You have to figure out now because now you've landed
Yes.
and now you're seeing how things like it seems they will be.
Mm.
And now your mind now starting to process now.
Yes.
Like, but yet you're not seeing yet anything.
Let me ask you a quick question. Let me interrupt here.
Yeah.
When at this point, have they given you a uniform, or you're just on civilian clothes?
No, civilian. You're civilian.
Dang,
You
okay.
you're coming. Some people are coming
Yes.
with the headphones
Yeah.
on, some earphones on.
Yes. So this time,
Take it out.
like at the airport, and this is like it's a civilian airport, and now
Yeah.
you guys are all lining up. Did it feel weird, like people looking at you?
No,
or-
we were like close to the gate where the bus was waiting for us.
Oh, gotcha,
Yes,
gotcha,
yes.
gotcha. So
So
you kind of move out of a lot of the
Yes,
people's way.
we are almost like almost close to the exit gate.
Gotcha.
Yes. So that's what because the plan that's where we're gonna be.
Yes.
Because everything was leading to that place, one place.
Yes.
Yeah, that gate. So everything
Makes
was leading
sense.
there. Everyone was going there. So if you get lost, they will give you a number to call if you get lost. Because everything they were doing prior in your home state.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm talking about the airport in South Carolina. Yeah.
Makes
that's why-
sense.
Okay, now we're there. We're waiting for everyone to arrive because they have the account of everyone who is coming.
Yes.
So we are there lining up. Yeah, you're looking forward. You're holding your bag.
Yes.
Yeah, you're waiting. Now comes the spot. Now that time it was around nighttime. So now you say like you want to sleep now, like that's no, maybe like it was around, I think it was around 9 p.m.
Yes.
You are waiting over there. Now getting the bus now. The place was almost like it was like 25 minutes
Yes.
away from the airport.
Yeah.
We got in the bus. We are there. First, we are told everything remove. Before that, we remove everything. Any smartwatch,
Yes.
phones, chains, unless you have say, a religious chain.
Yes.
And if you have a religious chain, it should be under your shirt, not be seen.
Yeah.
Everything you put in your bag, your wallet, everything.
Everything, yes.
Nothing to be in your pocket, or even smartwatch.
Yes.
So now we're getting the bus. We are heading out to the real ground now.
Yes.
We are there. Just know, some people are sleeping, but me, I was not sleeping over there. I was just looking, looking through the window. We went. Now we went to Fort Jackson. Now, first we went to reception.
Yeah.
Because that's where now we go. Like that's the place where we're gonna be given everything like uniforms, boots, and everything being processed again to go to the basic combat training.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're there. We went to Fort Jackson. We were there we were there for almost 1 week.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first day now we go.
So the night you guys were brought there with the bus, so you said it was like around like 9, probably by the time you guys get there 9:30.
Yeah.
Probably. That day? What time did you guys go to sleep?
We didn't sleep.
No sleeping.
We didn't sleep.
Yes.
We didn't sleep.
What were you guys doing?
We got there. They were waiting for us.
Yes.
We went to an auditorium. Now they were counting numbers, like if everyone is around there. We did from there. We had now to start processing for some stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's no time, because another group will be coming. So you need like to be on time. So your stuff need to be done by within that duration that they have set.
Yes.
So we didn't sleep. And Marcus, they told us. I remember when I was in the home recruiting area. They told us the day you'll be traveling, you will sleep.
Yes.
So if you sleep, you sleep before traveling because you need that sleep.
You need that sleep. Yes.
And food, I remember I stayed for was it like almost the whole day? Because you're traveling now. You're traveling
Yes.
like 19th.
Yeah.
Then you arrive like on 20th.
Yes.
The following, I didn't see. I didn't eat. I didn't see no food.
Ah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. It was
So,
crazy.
That was fast, innit?
Yeah. But you were told,
Yes.
like, yeah,
Like,
you take a couple of hours before you sleep or eat.
but as for food, like you can only eat so much,
Yeah.
you know?
So now you're
And-
there.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
take us through the second day and how the whole process started.
So we were taken to how you'll be shown how each day will be what activity you'll be doing.
Mm,
Day 1, day 2 until like the last day.
yeah.
So the first day is now like the welcome thing.
Mm,
We after the auditorium,
yes.
we went out to a room for shakedown.
Mm,
Now you have to remove everything in your bag.
yes.
You put it on the ground.
Mm,
Yeah. Then the sergeants, drill sergeant will come and they will pass through. Anything like they'll classify it as contraband.
yes.
No, like any snacks,
Yeah.
no snacks, nothing sharp. You are not carrying like this
A knife or
anything. Yeah.
Mm,
No electronic devices like that. Like as I expect from your phone, and maybe if you carry like let's say a lap and such,
mm,
but that you leave behind. You go with it to your place where you'll be sleeping.
yes.
So that's where now we're doing shakedown.
Mm.
Everything you move again,
Everything,
everything
yes.
from your bag. You shake your bag. You hold your bag like this. Shake it.
Yes.
Shake the bag.
Yeah, yeah.
You shake everything. You shake
Yes.
everything from
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Now they'll check.
Mm.
They'll check. Even there, you see these toothpicks.
Yes.
That like well, they have like sharp up.
Yes,
like
yeah.
The sharp point.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's contraband.
That's contraband.
Yes, that's
What do you think is the purpose of them like classifying those things? Is it like it's dangerous?
yeah, to avoid like injuries.
Yes.
Maybe you'll be going through different phases in the
Mm.
training.
Mm.
So to avoid such kind of injuries, maybe like wanting to hurt yourself or another person,
Yeah.
because people are taking pressure differently,
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you guys get started with the training and you have shown your place to to sleep and all of that, how soon do you start this training? Is it like the following day or after a couple of days? Is there like a time like to kind of get used to the environment? How is it like?
Now the first phase is reception.
Yes.
It takes like let's say 5 days.
Yeah.
That's where now they do your documentation
Mm.
again. They test again every day, like medical checkup again.
Yes.
They test TB. They
Mm.
test everything again in the reception.
Yes.
So it takes like 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, to everything to be
Mm.
completed.
Mm.
Yeah. So the first day without that what they were doing the shakedown.
Yes.
And when I say the first days it's nighttime, not like it's in the morning or what.
Mm-mm.
We didn't sleep.
Yeah.
After that, we went for briefing.
Mm.
And in the briefing, man, you have to be awake.
Yes.
You feel so sleepy.
Sleep because you didn't sleep. Yes.
Now you're becoming a soldier. So
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
you need to
man.
get used to it now.
Yes.
So I'll just like take steps because it was like it was a lot. I like because the different activities we're doing. So now the first day the shakedown, getting tested.
Yeah.
And now they have to like go through the finance. They set up your everything for payment, like finance account, everything. Again, you pass through. Now you go through the where you get your uniforms.
Yes.
Everything you pass through. Now you go to the medical. You do everything again. So every day, every time there's something that you're doing.
You're doing.
Yes.
So sorry to stop you, but I gotta clarify this.
Mhm.
Setting up account, do you get paid while you're doing this boot
Yes.
camp?
You get paid when you're training.
Okay, so that's where like you're setting up your finance, how you get paid
Yes.
and all of that. Okay,
Yes,
that's
your bank
nice.
account. But now the pay depends on your like they say the grade.
Mm,
Let's say like for example, I went as E4
yes,
in the training because I had my bachelor's degree.
yes,
So now since it was like from a different country,
yes.
now they have to like equivalent it to the system over
To the
here
system,
in America,
yeah, yeah,
So and if you did your high school over here,
yeah.
now like that's like they say E2.
Yes,
So now like you're just done with college. Now they'll pay you according to your grade.
yes.
So like let's say we start from E1 going forward.
Going forward, yes.
Yes.
All right, so
Yeah.
that will kind of determine the
Yes.
pay criteria.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's nice.
Yeah,
so they're
so-
kind of like, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Someone just from high school has never been paid. So
Yes.
someone feels the first paycheck, let's say even if it's like $2,000.
Right. Yeah.
Someone feel
Exactly.
like okay, 'cause
Yeah.
that's the first thing scary. Like that's the first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. So you have set up this. The reception is over 5 days are over.
Yeah.
After that, do you relocate to a different place?
So yeah.
Mhm.
So now we were all in reception, but the
Yes.
same place. So the last day now, again the last day you not sleep because now you have to be prepared.
Yes.
Yeah. They prepare you for everything. Now we have like everything you need for the training.
Yes.
The helmets,
Yeah.
the boots,
The boots.
the uniforms. They call them OCPs.
Yeah.
the training this PT.
Yes.
Which are like for like wearing during the training.
Mm.
Kind of they were giving for summer training,
Yes.
so it's summer
Mm.
and winter.
Mm.
Yeah.
You get given your gun at this point?
No.
Okay.
That's actually, no. Yeah, section. So during that the ship now you're getting the shipment day.
Yes.
So we have like different groups that are going at different time.
Yes. Let me pull you back a little
Yeah.
bit. John, just like doing the paperwork and setting up your bank account and doing all these like medical, those things don't take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Literally, like, so that means like during the reception, you actually had a lot of free time.
No free time? No.
Yes.
That's not
Because
free
what
time.
else are you doing like in 5 days?
Okay, like because once you're if you like this you're setting up for your MyPay account.
Mm.
Again, you have to do like because we are a lot of like a lot of us.
Yeah.
So each person like you have to take some time, you know.
Mm.
Again, because I remember again because people have different medical reports.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe some are like if you're from, let's say you're from Africa,
Mm.
if you tested for TB,
Yes.
the skin test, it will become positive because
Yes.
we are given the vaccine while we are young.
Yeah.
So now that they have to clarify that,
Mm.
now they have again to do more tests on you
On you,
to see
yes.
that you are negative.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's why some cases it will take longer.
But
Yeah.
I'm still, so with that, I still think that you have time to sleep here because
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm talking about the first day we
The
didn't sleep.
okay, this is the
Yeah,
first
that's
day.
the first day. The first
Okay,
day
all right,
was a
all
lot
right.
because
Yes.
that's when
But the other
just
day
survive.
is you had a car.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
The normal time for sleeping is 9
Yes.
to like 5.
In the morning.
Now, but now it depends. Different day. They have different times of waking up.
Gotcha.
Sometimes we wake up at 4:30 because we have a lot of things to do during that day.
Yes.
I'm just saying the first day we didn't sleep, but
Okay.
I'm not saying we didn't sleep.
That's what I was wondering.
No.
Yeah.
I have to clarify that. No.
All right, all
yeah.
right.
And what I was saying is that going to sleep,
Yes.
you have to be told to go to sleep.
What?
Yeah. You have to, like it's a time that's been set. Like it's 9.
So if it's 9, I can just wake up and go to sleep.
If it's 9, now is the time you sleep.
Yes.
9 to the time you wake up like 5 or 4:30.
But even if it's 9, you still have to wait to be commanded to go to sleep.
Yes, you have to be told to go to sleep now. Yeah, and then we were now. I've never been much to go to eat. They call it
Yes.
chow.
Yeah.
So we had to go to that's in reception. We had to, like now we'll march to go to dining facility. We go. You make a queue, make
Yes.
a line,
Yes.
wait for some group. So you find another group. You wait for that group to finish eating.
Yes.
Then you guys again, it's your turn to go and eat.
You
So
march.
that way.
Mm.
And in there,
Mm.
we were only waiting for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So
to
you
eat.
have-
Yes. Yeah.
You have to eat as much as you want within those 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 to 15.
Yeah.
You don't take your time. Don't take your sweet time.
Mm-mm.
So now that's it's creating you in your mind what you expect now.
What you
in the training.
expect,
Because
yes. Yeah.
that's over there, even if we did not do any physical exercise over there in
Yeah.
reception.
In the reception, yes.
So we were like, this seems like, is it we're gonna be like this in the training?
Yeah.
This combat training?
So with the reception, the food, is it like a buffet style? Or?
Yeah, it's like you pass and it was like we are doing it a military way.
Yeah.
Like
What's the
you go
military
in
way?
order. Like
Yes.
you hold your plate like this.
Yeah.
Then you move like you move your sides.
Sideways, yeah.
Because I'm sitting down, I was straight down when I'm
Yeah.
standing. So that's what I'm saying. Now you're doing is something coming from a life that now
Yes.
you didn't used to. Now you're joining a life that you didn't used to live before.
To live before,
you're
yeah.
doing something that you were not doing now.
Yes.
Now these are different things that you're doing, so you have to cope up with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now let's now skip this section and now let's go that you're moved to now the training. Everything the paperwork has been done.
Yeah. So you have your everything. You have your gears.
Yeah.
We have like 2 duffel bags, one and a rucksack.
Yes.
Yes. Everything we had, like everything you need, like I'm saying the helmets and such.
Yes.
It was heavy.
Yeah.
And you have to carry those stuff.
Yes. Yeah. On you.
You have to carry. No one is there to help you to carry.
Mm-mm.
You carry the stuff
Yes.
on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you have your stuff, you guys get to where
So
you.
they were loaded in a truck.
Yes.
The bags now. Then you and so the bag that you have, like the rucksack,
Yes.
that's anything that you'll get in the bus with. So that's why now the buses were over there. It was a long day, my friend. It
Yes.
was a long day. The bus came. And it was during that time in South Carolina, it was hot.
Yes.
Yeah. So before going into the bus, we went and we put our hands in ice. You put your ice, then
Yes.
you lift your hands like this.
All right. So that's
to cool you down, yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
to cool
Was
you
that
down, 'cause
hard?
it was hot, yeah.
Yes.
Now we're there. The buses are there now. It's the day we were waiting for. So now we're in the bus. Now they decided from training that now they get in the bus. One of them was a lady.
Yes.
This I'm so and so she's saying her name.
Yes.
And the thing that now the next thing she told us to put our heads down.
Yes.
And that's
Put your hands down. Okay.
yeah. You put your head on your laps.
Oh, I see.
And so I don't remember. I can't remember where I was going. I was
yes.
just hearing the bus going.
Yeah.
Taking turns.
Taking turns.
Taking
Yeah.
turns.
Yeah.
Now
Was it like hard to see outside or?
no, you can't lift your head. You cannot lift your head.
Oh, the windows are kind of high.
Yeah, they're kind of like high like this.
Yes.
But now your head is on your lap. So
Oh.
yeah, we're like this.
Damn.
You can't even lift your head like this because
For the entire time.
yeah,
yes.
it was like just 10 minutes. I
10
think
minutes,
it was 10
yeah.
to 20 minutes
Yeah.
away.
Mm.
Yeah, from the place.
I'm wondering
Now-
what is the purpose of that.
Now
Yeah.
now that's the thing now. You can just hear the bus like taking turns.
Yeah.
That's what you can only hear.
So
You
it's
can't
kind of
see.
you are sort of like blindfolded because you can't
Yes.
really tell where you're
Yes.
going. You're just
Yeah,
feeling
you
like
can't-
that.
you can't tell now. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
tell.
yeah, yeah.
Now that's why now it kicks in now.
Mm.
Did you make the right choice?
Yes.
Is it worth it?
yeah.
Now, when we got to the Fort Jackson,
Mm.
we start hearing you can hear like now there were grenades inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the bus stopped.
Mm.
They were like, everybody up, get off my bus. So now it's running.
Yes.
Now your bag
Yes.
is running now.
Yeah.
Run, get down, you lie. Then they'll talk like, you got it. So they'll show you what you be the steps, what you doing during training.
Yes.
Now they're just showing you, let's say a blueprint of that.
Yes.
My friend, that day I remember I was so confused because you are in a group.
Yes.
Now you're running.
You're running.
I ended up. I began with one group.
Yes.
I ended up being in another group. 'Cause
Yeah, you mix up.
you're hearing shooting.
Yes.
Tua, tua, tua. Poof.
Yes.
My friend, like it was like now like in a real deal.
Mm.
That's a welcome. They call it a welcome.
Yes.
You run. Then you go. We went and now you carry like there was some this what can I call them, like the heavy stuff that you give us to carry.
Yes.
Everyone picked up. So you have like not everyone to pick it, like people are just different from that group
Yes.
to pick it.
Yeah.
And you run with it. So man, I was just there.
Yes.
I'm running. And now if you're like people are not like maybe you're not hitting the gym.
Yes.
Now you
man.
feel it.
Yeah.
Running the field.
For somebody like you who was like hitting the gym already,
Yeah.
like was that like
But
kind of like
The thing is, it was heat. It was hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah,
you're like, but now you're in a civilian clothes. No, not civilian. No. You're
the military,
no,
yeah.
in military. You're
Yeah.
OCPs.
Yeah.
OCPs. I'm confusing that from where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
From Lansing. So yeah, now you're putting up in your boots,
Yes.
your hat on, everything, and you're carrying your bag.
Yes.
You're just running.
Running. And where are you running to?
You're running to a place like the CTS. They call it CTS now. Now you'll be
Okay,
doing your
gotcha.
train now.
Yes.
You're gonna be there for 2 weeks.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not for 2 weeks, for 2 months.
For 2 months.
10
yes.
weeks. Yeah.
Yes.
So how was this just journey?
Run. Yeah.
I'm not the one who was confused. People are confused
Yes.
because it's your first time you're hearing those, like let's say the gun,
The
shooting of
guns and
there inside.
the blast.
Yeah, the blast.
Yeah.
And now you're into a place. Lie down. Now they're showing what you're gonna be doing.
Yes.
Stand up, run again.
Yeah.
Man, we're just running. We ran.
Yes.
Now we went. We stood out. We went to in different groups.
Yes.
We stood. The city lines now, waiting for now what to be told.
What to do?
So,
Yeah.
So they come, they demonstrate to us what you like, what you'll be doing. So they do something that first of all they salute themselves to us.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And there's no time to say like, no.
Mm-mm.
Now you're in the real deal now.
Yeah. Wow.
So someone will say in the first week this because now we have like different faces in the training.
Yes.
There's yellow face, white face,
Mm.
red face, blue face. 4 faces.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those
So-
are the different phases that you have to go
Yes,
through
you have to go
to
through.
finish the
Yeah, to
whole
finish.
training. Yeah.
Yes.
And you said it takes about 3 to 4 months.
No, it takes 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 months.
2 months. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Tell us what is the hardest thing that you did during that training, and how was that experience?
I can say it was not the hardest, but it was a challenging thing that I did,
Mm.
and it took me time because I never shot a weapon before.
Yes.
So now we were during this white face where now we have to do the shooting.
Yes.
You go to a range and you shoot the targets.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm a right-handed,
Mhm.
but I'm a left eye dominant. So which means I have to close my right eye and
Yes.
focus with my left. So now I had to change and start shooting with my left, which was a challenge because I'm a right-handed.
You are right-handed, yes.
I can't close my left eye.
I can close my like the left eye, but the right one I cannot.
Yeah, so some people can do both. They can close both left and
that's-
yeah.
yes.
So that they were lucky for that. But right now, me that was the challenge.
Yes.
So shooting was a real challenge to me. That the training, like now you have to shoot the targets. Because
Targets, yeah.
I remember like it was 40 targets. You have to
That's
do
a lot.
I have to do like at least 23. That was
Yes.
the passing mark. Yeah.
Out of 40, you have to do 23.
At least 23.
At the minimum.
That's the minimum 23
Yeah, yeah.
targets. And now they come like they are in different distance.
Yes.
It's 50 meters, 100 meters, 300 meters, 150. So they'll pop up in different times. And
I
they'll
see.
pop up in 5 seconds.
Yes.
In 5 seconds, you have to hit the targets.
Yeah.
So they like someone be like, 50 meters. Like left 50 meters. So now you have to shoot that thing and the left 50
Yes.
meters on your left.
On your left, yes.
And they're like 150, which means you have to pop up at 150.
Yeah.
150 meters.
So are they
to
popping
shoot
from
it.
the ground or they're coming from the
No,
side?
from the ground.
From the ground.
From the ground, yeah.
Oh, so they're coming up and going down.
Yes. And you know, we are in this one, like the weapons,
Yes.
it will tell you like a time that will jam. So sometimes you feel like it just jam now. You have
Yes.
now now you have to cock it.
To cock it, yeah. Please take us back a little bit. Do you get trained on how to use these weapons
Yes.
before
Before that you're trained.
before that?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
all right.
trained. Yeah, during I think I've done a lot of stuff.
Yes.
But during the training,
Yes.
that white face,
Yeah.
that's what you're taught. How
How
to
to
shoot.
handle
Yeah,
it,
to shoot.
and-
So in yellow face, basically mostly it's physical. Like we are doing like physical stuff,
Yes.
running every day. Like we used to like you sleep at 9
At 9, yeah.
and you wake up at it was 5. But I would say now it depends on the on activity of the day. Sometimes you could wake up even at 2
Yes.
because you have a lot to do during that day.
During that day, yes.
I remember the first day now. I'll take it back. We went to eat at the Lifact.
Yes.
Oh, the researchers are shouting, man. Someone just will shout at your like both ears. Some is shouting at here. Someone shouting both sides of the other side of the ear.
Yeah.
Someone shouting on your face.
Really?
Why you bring up plate of the food?
Yeah.
So you are so confused.
Yes. So it's like two different sergeants or whatever name you call them.
Sergeants, yeah.
And they're giving you different commands,
Yes,
at, the
different commands at the same time.
And they are yelling
Yes.
out their lines.
And if you mess up,
Yes.
some of like maybe you spill food on like say on the table.
Yeah.
You go around like say I don't want to use that word, so I just
Yes.
say I messed up. So now you go, I messed up. Now
Yeah.
like that's the time now it was like hitting everyone.
Yeah.
Because I could just look at my fellow trainees.
Yeah.
Now you see like everyone now is like now you're like okay, I'm in now.
Yeah.
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 Now I'm in. Some people you see some people even someone is crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
During the first day was that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to be soft to you. You know, they want it to be tough. So because if they are soft to you, they'll be
Yes.
tough. Yeah.
There is the first day you came and we went out for breakfast. You mentioned about there's a time that you guys had to sleep in a hall. Can you take us through that
Oh.
experience?
Yes. So that was because as I've said, you have different dresses. So the first day was the anvil. That we like rock marching. We marched for almost was 5 miles walking.
Walking, yeah.
And you're walking while you're carrying the rucksack. And the rucksack size it was about 35 pounds.
It's in your bag.
It's in your bag. Yeah. That's the first. It was 5 miles.
5 miles walking,
Yeah,
and you have
walking.
a weight on your back.
Yes.
About 35 pounds.
Yes. That day we went and came back.
Yes.
Yes. The second marching was 7.5 miles. You know, so that we walked almost around like 4 hours of walking.
Yes.
But between then we have stops. Like we drink water, and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's why the second day now we went and slept for only it was around like 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 days. That's when now we are taught different how to like to deal when like let's say in a jungle or let's say you're being deployed in different parts.
Yes.
And now you're in a different fighting environment.
Yeah.
Now you're taught what you'll be doing and how to survive under that. So that's the first day I slept in the hole, and you have to dig the hole.
Yes.
And so while you're digging, one is police security.
Ah.
So the thing that's hitting me the most was the call at night, because you have to, like, you're sleeping in a sleeping bag,
Yes.
and you take turns in sleeping. Like,
Yes.
one will put security for 1 hour,
Yeah.
the other one for another, and then you for 1 hour. So just imagine now you're back to sleep. It takes a while before you sleep.
Yes.
Let's say,
Yes.
because once you're done with your shift,
Yeah.
now the other guy will pick up.
Yeah.
Before they sleep, before you sleep,
Yeah.
30 minutes are gone.
30 minutes
Which
are
means
gone,
you're
yeah.
sleeping for only 30 minutes.
30 minutes. You have to get up again.
Yes. So you are awake, you're so sleepy, but you have full security.
Yes. But let me ask you, like, what if me and my partner, we make a deal, hey, instead of 1 hour, let's do 2 hours. Then now at least somebody can sleep.
Yeah. Now I will do the ship.
Yes.
Now it depends on you too.
Yes.
If you agree, like, I'll be up for 2 hours,
Yes.
that's well. And that guy will come up for 2 hours.
2
or I
hours,
will
yeah.
do for 1.5 hours. The other person will do for one. So it depends on how you agree.
Yes. So I'm looking at this scenario. You have dug a hole here, and when you're digging, somebody's here, like, kind of simulating, like, security.
Yeah.
Potentially is a threat, and you are done. So when somebody's sleeping, and you are up as the security person, are you just standing next to the hole, or you're walking around? What are you doing
No.
exactly?
You're lying down. Like, you're lying down in a prone position. You're lying down holding your weapon.
Your weapon, yeah.
Yes. Pointing the other side of the foxhole, because foxhole.
I see.
Yeah. So yeah.
Man, that's easy. Like, you lay there down and you fall asleep.
In my life, I would never sleep in a hole.
Yes.
I would never sleep like house like that.
Let me ask you another question, just because I've never
Yeah.
experienced this, and I'm sure a lot of the people listening. I'm trying to imagine how the hole looks like. Is it like a long one like this that you can lay flat, or it's just like one straight down, and when you get in, you're just kind of standing
So
up?
you dig the hole according to your height.
Yes.
Yeah, your height, like how you're gonna lie down, because you're gonna lie down.
Yes.
So, like, you make it like a little bit slanted, because where you place your feet, now you place your rucksack, the bag,
Yes.
because the bag is not supposed to be seen. So it needs to be inside that hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how deep is this hole?
Yeah.
Let's say, like, if I stand on it, is it to my knees, like to my waist? How
no,
deep is it?
Just deep enough to cover your, like, not to be seen.
I see.
Like, around 1 feet, like something like that.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's fairly deep.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, and just the width is enough just for you to fit, or
for you to
how
fit.
wide?
No,
Okay.
just for you to fit your body.
Yes.
Because you're out there, you don't need to get comfortable.
No.
Yeah.
So if your partner is a really tall guy, you are at a disadvantage.
Yeah, no, but so he digs his hole, you dig your hole.
Oh, really?
Yes, like you're, unless now
I thought you guys were sharing.
unless no, it was just you have your own hole.
Ah.
Yeah. So unless maybe you wanna help him,
Yes.
he's okay.
Yeah.
But he digs his own hole, you dig your own hole.
You dig your own.
Yes.
Makes a lot of sense.
So unless maybe you agree, let's dig this one first, then you dig the other one.
The other one, yes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far apart are the two holes?
That would be V shape.
Oh.
So, yeah. So you dig the V shape.
Yes.
So because that's where when you're let's say when you're lying down,
Yes.
you have to interlock your left foot
Yes.
with this right foot. Yeah.
So what you're telling me is actually these holes are connected.
Yes, they're connected.
Oh.
Yes.
Man, that's a detail that I was not
Yes.
picturing in my
Yeah,
mind.
they're going to V like. Yeah. So towards the end where you put your feet,
Yes.
they're connected.
So it's basically one hole, but it's
Yes,
a V.
like a V. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that's a detail I would have
So
missed.
that anything
Yeah.
anything is happening, you can just
Oh, that's the point.
you
Yeah.
can just tap his feet.
Tap his feet,
and
yes.
yeah, he's awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
So
Wow.
to take you again, where now that's now different stages.
Yes.
Now in the blue phase now,
Mm.
they call it Forge.
Yeah.
There we were there for 4 days, which means 3 nights,
Mm.
and we walked 10 miles.
Wow.
10 miles. Now over there we put on our helmet.
Yes.
In both occasions, we are putting on our helmets, and now we have a weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, we are given a weapon.
Weapon,
on the
yeah.
first weeks, we are given a weapon.
Mm.
Now the weapon is registered in your name.
Mm.
So once you take that weapon,
Yes.
you're responsible for that thing.
For that thing, yeah.
Yeah. Anything happens to it,
Yeah.
you are responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is under your name.
It's 30 years.
So in anything, whatever comes,
Mm.
you gotta have it. Yeah. Don't lose it.
Yeah.
Don't damage it.
Don't damage it.
Yes.
So you're given the weapon. How
Yes.
many bullets are you given?
No, if you are just we didn't have no bullets when
Okay.
you carry the weapon.
Yes.
We only use the bullets when you are downrange, when you are practicing for shooting.
That's when they give you the
that's when you're
bullet.
given the rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, they call them the rounds.
The
Okay.
rounds, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So now that's why we are taught, like, now the thing is, let me take about the shooting.
Mm.
Now you're there. Like you normally see, like, these things like it is like 6 pounds.
Yeah.
But once now you use it and you shoot it,
Yes.
the recoil,
Yeah.
that thing is strong.
It's strong. Yeah.
So
Oh
strong.
man.
I will give it M4 rifle to a rifle.
Yes.
So now you're giving you hear different there's a command that, through the speakers.
Yes.
So when they say Lord make ready, that's when now you put a magazine in the
Yes.
magazine chamber.
Yes.
Lord make ready. You do that. Then you push the bolt forward. Yeah. Then you wait for the next command. When when they say weapons free,
Yes.
that's when now you shoot.
All right.
And when before that everything you is in safe. Yeah. They put the weapon in safe.
Yes.
So when they say Lord make ready, weapons free, now you turn it from safe to semi.
To say my
Yes, so now you shoot.
Yes.
But every time you move, you have to put it back to safe.
To safe. Yes.
Because one safety measures is never treat every weapon as loaded. Yes.
You cannot assume it's not unloaded. Even if it has no magazine.
Even if it has no magazine, never treat every weapon as loaded.
Yeah.
And never point anything you don't take to destroy. Yes. You know, once you pull that trigger,
Yes.
you are responsible for that round.
That's right.
Whatever you destroy,
Yeah.
you're responsible
You're
for
responsible
it.
for it. Yes.
Yeah.
So it be in a tree, it be a human being, you are responsible.
Yes. That's responsible for it.
Yeah.
For that round. So once you are moving, like you're saying, you are changing position, you put it back to safe. I remember I have experience because I was kicked out. I was kicked out of the range because of that. I moved without placing the weapon in safe.
In safe,
No,
yes.
semi. I was kicked out.
How do they tell if you haven't?
There's a drill sergeant over there who's instructing you.
Yes.
And they're so strict.
I bet.
So one of them saw that. I'm like, I was moving.
Yes.
And it was in semi. Because once it's semi,
Yes.
anything can happen.
That's right.
Yeah. So they're protecting you and other people.
Other people as well.
Yeah. So yes. So that's the thing. And if you're kicked out of the range
Yes.
3 times, you're given counseling. Yes. You'll be
So it's very
you'll
serious.
be retrained.
Yeah.
So you now will be moved to another group. Let's say you are here like 4 weeks.
Yes.
You go back to another group like 0 again. Start from 0.
Man, start from 0 again.
Yes.
So over there, you just lost like time, and if you're put in another group, then that means you are with different people that
Yes,
you
now
don't know.
different people now you don't know how to again. You have to like adjust to them, like
Yes.
get used to them.
Man.
So you have to do everything
Yes.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no room for error.
No room for error. No room for error.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, you're dealing with a weapon, so I
Yeah.
guess it's
And now
has to be
it's
that.
loaded
Yeah.
with a life round.
So the fact that like you had not like shot a weapon before you started, you were saying like it took you slightly longer. Were there people who were like just like that, like so
Yes.
good at it?
You see, some of them are so good at it. Like some of them have shot before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some of them are born here, so
They
some
have.
have come across weapons
Yeah.
before they've shot.
Yeah.
Maybe down maybe in the civilian world shot a gun before. Me, it was my first time,
Yeah.
and I can say the first day when I was holding that gun and shooting, you feel kind of nervous because the sound that it makes is so
Yeah.
loud.
It's so loud. Yeah.
And you're there, so but you have to put on the protective equipment,
Yeah.
that's earplugs, and you shoot it. The recoil pulls you.
It pulls you. Yeah.
Pulls you back.
Man.
Now, but you have to shoot the target.
Yeah.
The first was zeroing. You there's like a circle.
Yeah.
You have
It's
to-
like a scope or something.
Yeah, like
sort,
a
yeah.
circle like this.
Oh, in the target.
Yeah, it was like that one was like 200 meters away.
Yeah. Yes.
So you have to shoot in that cycle. So if like you make a certain marks in there,
Yes.
that's zeroing.
0 and I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've shot it,
Yeah.
then it moves you, which means that bullet will move.
Yeah.
It won't hit the target.
So you have to be steady.
Yes.
Let me ask you, these guns, do they have like a scope that you can look through and like,
Yes, they have like a people where but that's why I was saying you have to close,
your eye,
your eye and focus. You focus through that hole.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, I thought there's like those big scopes.
No,
that you
no. It is a tiny hole. Now you have to focus there.
to focus on that
Yes.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what I'm saying. Because I have to shoot now with my left because
Yes.
I'm using my left eye. Yes.
Man, I was thinking that they will give you the one with the laser, so you just.
But then now just now the last phase, because the last phase,
Yes.
that is the last now phase of the training. Now that's why they say you're complete with your training.
Yes.
The forge, we walked for 10 miles. That the training tests your mentally and physical strength.
Yes.
You're walking there. You walk until you feel like your feet, you can't move them.
Are you still carrying that 35 pounds?
Yes.
Oh, man.
And you're carrying your weapon.
So it becomes your friend and you're carrying your weapon?
Yes. And you put on your helmet.
Yes. And those are
They're heavy.
They're heavy, I
Yes.
bet. Because I'm assuming the helmets, they are probably supposed somehow to protect you, so they gotta be really heavy.
Yes.
Yeah. Dang.
So
And the boots,
I
I'm assuming the boots are also heavy and,
Yes.
and all of that. Yeah.
the boots are not heavy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're working for almost 6. I will be working for almost 6 hours.
That's a
So
long
you
time.
feel like anything when everything is 1 pound, you feel like it's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, and I remember some people were having like blisters,
Mm.
but you have to move. You have to keep on. Because
Yeah.
if you don't finish that phase, you'll have to redo it.
All over again.
Yes. No, you have to do that phase again with different people.
With the different people,
And
yeah.
you don't know when you'll find that group. So you can wait for a long time. I remember while walking,
Mm.
how I felt my feet like it was so hard. You work for 6 hours.
That's a long time.
You're sweating.
Yes.
You're tired. And what I always say that you when you're in civilian world,
Mm.
you use like to eat like let's say you can eat anytime you want.
Yes.
But there, I told you, everything is timed.
Time,
And
yes.
you are ordered to do something.
Mm.
Until you're given an order,
Yes.
you execute that order. Till then, you have to wait. So you are only eating 3 times
Yes. In a day.
in a day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Same thing or something different all the time?
Meal,
Mhm.
different meals.
Different meals.
But when you're outside, you used to like eat MREs.
Oh, it's like a prepackaged.
That's like a ready-made food.
Yeah.
For the military.
Mm.
Yes.
But the food that if you are in the base is like hard prepared.
It's a cooked one. It's
Cooked
a cooked,
one, yeah.
cooked food. Yeah.
Okay,
It's cooked
okay.
food. Yeah. So, but the MREs, just like they package. They like. I don't know. I don't know if you have seen one before.
I've
but
never.
They are packaged food. Like.
Yeah. Are they
Yeah.
like good, tasty good or no?
I ate them until I could not eat. Normal like.
Yeah.
I don't know. to me they were like I don't know. But you have to eat like
You have to eat.
what else will you eat?
Right.
Because your body needs that energy. Because I remember that when we went for the fort, we worked for the whole almost the whole day.
Yes.
We got there, it was nighttime.
Mm.
No, it was not nighttime. We didn't got there nighttime. We worked we began I remember that day we woke up at 3.
Yes.
Then we started working at 5.
Mm.
Then we were there around 10.
Yes.
And when you get there, say like you get there and they say, let me rest. No. You have to dig your hole
Yeah.
for you to sleep.
To sleep in, yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. So the cycle
And,
back
and
again.
in the last stage, we had now a lot of activities now, because now we are taught how to to move
Yes.
in squads and such,
Mm.
and so that day we are getting ready to go crawl
Mm.
in a 200 meters field,
Field, yeah.
and you crawl under barbed wires.
Ah.
And it's the same day that we had walked for 6 hours.
6 hours and you had to
that's
go
the
crawl.
same night we had to
Yes.
crawl.
So let me ask you a question. I know previously you have done acrobatics and done like really heavy exercises in high school, and even after that, in Mulitune's family. Did those exercises help at all?
Yeah, they helped. I can say
Yes.
they helped. Yeah. I can say they helped.
Big time, yeah.
Yes, because the first days,
Mm.
the first 2 weeks,
Mm.
the body was sore.
Yeah.
Like you feel pain every part of
Every
the body.
part, yeah.
You might think if you have like a problem in your, like say your knee, you have a knee problem, but
Yeah. No.
you don't have any problem.
Mm-mm.
It's all about now you're doing something consistently.
Yes.
Like maybe I can say you go to gym, like let's say thrice a week,
Mm.
because you have to do other stuff.
Yes.
But now you're doing physical training every day.
Every day.
Every day, and it's the whole day.
So it basically like they push your body beyond its normal limit.
They push your body
Way
beyond the limit,
far.
way far.
Damn.
Way far. And each phase you have to pass AFT. That's
Mm.
physical training.
Yes.
So that's like you are doing different stuff,
Yes.
and you have to score.
So
Like, there's a score.
every stage there's a score that you,
Yes.
yeah. All right.
Yes. AFT.
Interesting. Tell me about when I know part of this training is to build discipline.
Mm-hmm.
When you are in the training, how do they enforce discipline? If somebody messes up, do they just get punished or how does that work?
So, the rule over there is that one's mistake,
Mm.
one person's mistakes,
Yeah.
it's everyone's mistake. So you have to police each other.
Yes.
You have to be a training skipper.
Mm.
If he's doing wrong, tell him, all right, they are doing wrong.
Yeah.
So now that's the thing that was hitting me the most.
Yeah.
Because how you say you are doing the right thing, you are there on time, but now there's this person that is doing the wrong thing every single time.
Yeah.
So we are getting punished every single day for someone's mistake, and the punishment is physical exercise, like push-ups, running and such. Yeah. So they were saying, what your mind will remember, your body will remember.
Will remember.
Yeah. So it was physical pain.
Oh man.
Yes. So there was like this at time, like I was like, why is this keep on happening?
Yeah.
Because some people do the same thing.
The same.
Like
Yeah.
you'll be told, don't come late to formation. Like you're told, come 10 minutes prior to formation. Someone will come like 2 minutes after.
Yes.
While we're already in formation, someone runs in. When the sergeant sees that, punish me, all of you.
Yes.
You pay for it. So that's the thing about like that. Now the discipline is in that it's not just individual, but also it's a group thing.
It's a group thing. Yes.
Personally, you get the discipline, but now the thing is that when someone is messing up, you are also messing up.
You're messing up.
Even if you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. So you all get punished for it.
So and that's the thing was hitting people like mentally, because now like you see it tests your mental abilities.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Because there's like now you're here. You're used to, like they said, using your phone. They took away. Now they say I told you the prayer, like they took away the phones and everything that you can communicate with.
Yes.
And phone time was only Sundays and 20 minutes only.
20 minutes. Wow.
20 minutes.
So you only see your phone on
Sunday only.
Yeah.
And you have to do everything within that minute.
Wow.
You pass that minute, there's punishment. So either the next day,
yes,
you'll do less phone time.
Wow.
So I can tell you, Sika, that it's like the mental training.
Yeah.
That was a hard thing.
Yes. Man.
Because I saw some people quitting.
Yeah,
some people quit.
Well, when you quit, what happens actually?
When you quit, they say that the easiest way to graduate from there or to get out of there is graduation.
So that means taking to the training.
If you quit, you'll be there for a long time than even by the time you're expected to be there.
So what will I be doing?
You do the same stuff that we'll be doing. Like you wake up, you go into formation, but the thing is you don't do the training. You just be with everyone else.
So you still wake up the same time with everybody else. You still kind of go. So you have to be with everybody all the time.
Yes.
There's only like some things like training that you will not do.
Like now, like even we are going to do shooting and you do that because you have quitted. So
while we are shooting, the person who quit, what will they be doing? Just standing there and watching?
They're just watching.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing is, so like you wanna go back to your like the thing is like so that if you did quit because they say something, maybe you might change your mind and say I wanna go back training. You know.
Yeah.
So that's why they just want you to be there.
To be there. Yes.
Because if they make quitting easy, people will just be quitting. Just come
just be quitting.
And just quit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's the thing now. Because now if you want to quit now, you remember like I'll be there for more than even two months. Yeah.
So let's say I was in the training and I quit, right?
Yeah.
And this training, since I still have to stick there, and even I'll probably stay longer once people grind because I quit.
Yes.
Well, like, I'm a human being. Can I sneak out and just find my way home?
There's no way.
Can I sneak out of the base and go?
You can't sneak out of the base.
How come?
You can't because when you go to sleep, they lock the doors, and the doors they have alarms.
Yes.
So even if you open the doors, the alarm will go off.
Will go off. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
And where are you going? Because we came in where you are. Even in the bus, you didn't see where you're going. So where are you going?
Where are you going? Yeah. So you kind of don't know. There's no way. Well, kind of like you don't know. You can't like fully know your way out. Out of the base.
You cannot.
It may take a while to figure that out, but
and you don't have your phone.
Yes.
Because every time we speak, like you use your phone, we had again to count the phones. Because we put them back in the container, and we had like platoons. So I didn't mention that when we came in to the training, we were put in different platoons. Like there was 4th platoon, 2nd platoon, 3rd platoons, 3rd platoon and 1st platoon.
Yes, and so in civilian language, platoons is just groups.
Like they say, it's a group.
Yes,
made of 60 people.
60 people.
Trainees, they use trainees.
Because of the level of stress and the level of pressure that goes in during that training, are there people who break down and kind of mentally kind of messed up?
Yes. You find some people even have like now at some point we develop suicidal thoughts, and that's why every time we could have like these teaching sessions where they teach us about how to handle like don't be alone. Like talk to someone, talk to your fellow training about
Yes.
this. So tell we even like we had like where something you can just have to go and see a chaplain and talk about it, because if you develop like say suicidal thoughts
Yes.
or suicidal behavior, like let's say you exclude yourself from the group, from people, and also like just alone, don't talk to anybody.
Yes.
Now they'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Now again, if they see this guy or he will harm himself or herself, now they take anything that they see that you can harm yourself with.
Yes. Or others.
Yes. Yeah. Even like you are like they take your shoelace.
Yes.
They take the shoelace and the boots they will tie it with a cell tape.
Instead of
yes.
shoelaces.
Yes. Because you can use it to tie to hang yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to do something crazy. Yes.
So people like you're not used to this kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and like
true.
you're not used like being commanded, like doing although in the civilian world you also follow orders, but it's not like
Right.
now these are like it's you have to do this, you have to do this.
Yeah.
And if you don't do this, there's consequences.
Yeah.
So people are really breaking down,
I agree.
People are really breaking down, and you feel like you're there like thinking about your life,
Yes.
and you're even other thing like you are excluded from like from your family, from your friends, from the life that you are living.
Usually, yeah.
Now you're here like you are excluded now.
Yeah.
You know what's happening. You don't know what's happening
Outside, yeah.
Yeah.
So, John, let's say with this training, there's so much probably opportunities to get hurt.
Yeah.
What happens if you're injured to a level that you cannot continue with the training? So do you just kind of lose everything, or there's something like benefits that comes with you getting injured in the process, but they still are able to release you, or you're screwed?
So the type of injuries, So let's say if you're injured, like they say, you cannot do more training. So that would be like medical discharge. That they kept on a medical discharge, but you still get the benefits and you'll be paid because you were hurt during the training.
Yes. So that's nice.
Yes.
That's
so,
nice.
Yeah, you do. But now they'll look at the degree of the injury or the medical issue.
Yes.
Because I saw some people now. Someone came and she developed a back problem.
Yes.
She cannot continue. Yeah. Wow, the training.
The training. Yeah.
So you just say you just like you're like you have bruise in your feet. Then no. Yes.
It has to be like a serious something.
Yeah.
When you are during your training, did you meet any Africans there?
Yeah, I made a lot of friends. I met a lot of friends over there, African friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Which countries, if you don't mind mentioning?
I'm the one is from Cameroon, Ghana. The other one is from Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Yeah. If you didn't
even Kenya. Yeah, I met from Kenya.
And someone from Kenya.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so kind of people from all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's really wide up because of the time. I know you have to leave. With your experience going through that training, right?
Yeah.
And obviously everything inclusive, the whole package, the benefits and all of that. Would you encourage anybody to risk, I guess, joining the military or like that kind of a training, or you say like before you think of joining, consider this and that? Would you encourage people to join?
Yeah, I was saying before joining, look at your why.
Yeah,
why you're joining, like and your purpose and the goals that you said. Why are you joining? Just because are you joining for, let's say, for education? Are you joining to have different experience? Are you joining just for, let's say, type of way or something like that? No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what I would say, what I joined according to me, I joined because I wanted to have different experience, and also I wanted also to further my studies.
Yes. Yeah.
And basically studying over there is so expensive.
Yeah.
And if you see like opportunity that's you can get benefits in education.
Yes.
Yes. And also like because you are trained different type of jobs.
Yes.
So that experience can help you outside in the civilian world. Yes. So you're thinking about joining. Yeah. Just look at why you're joining.
Yes.
Yes. And listen to that your inner spirit. Yes. And also it comes with the pride. Someone you're in the army, like there this. You go and go to the airport. You get in the first in the plane, and the pride comes with it.
Yeah.
But what I can say, if you want to join, it's a good venture if you want to join. Yeah.
You want to join?
Yes.
There's a lot of times when I'm applying for jobs, they always have a question there: are you a veteran?
Yes.
And I've heard of like there are even extended benefits like housing.
Yes.
Do you want to just like briefly, like a minute, touch on those as well?
The housing, the V loan where they give you a loan if you are a veteran or service member.
Yeah.
They give you a loan, and it has zero down payment.
Nice.
Yes. You don't do not a down payment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's those are just kind of a few of the many benefits
Yeah.
that
Medical benefits.
Yeah.
You know. And also if now you're working, that's job security.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And also like benefits to you, medical. Because again, medical benefit to you and your family.
yes.
Yes, they get your spouses.
Yeah.
They get free benefits, medical benefits through you because you are the sponsor. So now they under you. Now they get the benefits.
They get the benefits. Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything that I should have asked, or maybe we should have had this conversation that maybe I missed that you want to say? I can't leave here without mentioning this.
Yeah. What I want to say is that there's so much beyond training what you hear outside here. Yeah. Don't think that the training like it won't be tough. It will be tough, but that toughness is what builds you. It's what molds you, know, and yeah, it prepares you for different difficult times.
Yes.
So don't just say I don't want to do it because basic is tough. Of course it's tough.
Yeah.
But just go for it. You know,
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do,
Yes.
go for it.
Go for it.
Yes.
Kind of like builds you as a person.
Yes,
as
and
well.
also it builds it keeps you disciplined and because in the army I've learned like now you see now things in different perspective. Yeah, and also because we have the army values, 7 of them. you
Yes.
know. So and each values are incorporated, and it builds a different type of person. And
Yes.
the way you join the training, the basic training, and when you come out of the training, you're told 2 different people.
Gotcha.
know,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because you've learned a lot, and you've seen us go through a lot with like people now, like like it feels like you have a family. Yeah, because both of you have gone through stuff together.
Yes.
So if you see someone like even now, I'll see another like service member
Yes.
going through this. Now I understand why he or she is starting to that, or she has gone through.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you kind of get to understand, because until you go through that, you understand.
You
know.
can understand.
Yeah.
Maybe the last question I just remembered here. So these sergeants, when they are training you, it seems like they are pretty mean. Once you graduate, I know you've been graduating. Like where you are, do you think they remain that mean, or they change to be a different person?
They are tough, so
Yeah.
they still remain that way, because that's a like kind of job that they're doing.
Yeah.
That will be tough, because you will meet different trainees. You know,
Yeah.
some of them don't listen. You know,
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Because I told you we are getting smoke, because I remember I was in second platoon,
Yes.
and there's these individuals that kept on doing the same like stuff that not to be done.
Yes.
They kept on repeating that stuff until the point like I felt like, oh my, should I just quit or not? Because see, like you are feeling like you're not moving, because someone is like you want to move, but someone again is somewhere driving you back.
Yeah.
And both of you like now you are kind of brand like you don't listen like this platoon like they don't do this that. No, like you feel that impact, you know.
Yes.
So even there's a day that we sat down and because in a bay we're talking like a male.
Yes.
We had a male talk, and we talk about it because we were like, man, we are done with this, because how long we're gonna do this? Yes, because we're like because some of them are young, you know.
Yeah.
They're just from high school, 18 years, 19 years. No, they're not. Some of them not seen much.
Yeah.
Like they say, life wise, you know. So the way you see is not the way you seeing things, you know.
Yeah.
So we kind of like we talked and say, no, we have to lock it in, and like we have to be better, because we were moving like now we're moving phases, which means in each phase you have to grow.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you have to show that you're growing. Don't be like the way you came in the yellow phase.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Now we like, because if we get in the blue phase, which means now you're a different person with different experiences, and you know stuff now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that kind of was sometimes could hit you hard, and because I said it tests your mental abilities.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Some people are crashing, and like you know, like some people like you are smoked until you find like you're crying.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
You see someone
yeah.
cry like because it's like someone is doing the same thing every time.
Every time,
Yeah.
yes.
But
Oh man.
then we have to talk and people change. Some people change.
Yeah,
change
yeah. No.
because you cannot change everybody.
No, you cannot change
Yes.
everybody. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, no matter how tough it is, sounds like
Yeah.
it's a good experience once you are done and successfully.
Yes, and
graduated,
I remember in the last stage, the blue stage where we were crawling.
yeah.
We were crawling in the sun. It was at night time.
Mm.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
that thing was I can say crazy and like it was tough.
Yeah,
But you have to push yourself.
yeah,
Push
Yeah.
yourself beyond.
yeah.
Like all that, like when you feel comfortable, push yourself beyond that comfortability.
Yeah.
Yes, you know.
Wow.
So we like, and we were like, they were shooting overhead. They were shooting. You hear like bangs and such. You know, who were shooting. And I remember your face were throwing grenades.
Are these fake ones or real?
Real ones. I remember. I was like, so it was somewhere like just we are going per person. You are through tunnels. You run. You go in the dungeons and now you hold the grenade. You pull the pin.
Yeah.
So what they say is that proper grip. Time to clip. Then you pull a twist and pull
Yeah,
the pin.
Yes, pin. Yeah.
You pull it. Then you say sneak a peek.
Yeah.
You now that's like you look at your surrounding.
Yeah.
Then strike a pose. Now the point where you're gonna throw the grenade.
Yes.
Then you say frag. That's why now you
throw.
You throw the grenade. But now you have to do that thing fast. You know.
Yes.
So man, that's the first time throwing the grenade. You feel like you're underlying like you feel like you're in the battle. You know. Like,
Yes.
Now you're waking up like, oh man, that thing was so loud.
Yeah.
You put on your like the vest,
Yes.
protect you from the impact, and I remember that experience. Like, I only that it's a lot of stuff. I cannot talk everything today because yes, a lot of stuff, and I can't remember everything. You know, because that's a long time.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
So that's some exactly like moments that I can remember, and after even the last stage, now that's where we walked again back. We walked back. You say we walked 10 miles.
Yeah.
We walk again back 10 miles.
10 miles. Yeah.
And during that time, we were walking again almost 4 miles, 2 miles again. So like you felt like almost total like 60 miles.
That's a lot.
So we came back, and then they were saying, our commander now we like passing that through this the ceremony now, and so we were asking each of the sergeants, are the soldiers ready to be called the trainees ready to be called soldiers? Now the sergeants said yes, they passed through and they're qualified to be called soldiers.
Yes.
Now he said, victory, start here. So 3 times.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we went and you see now because we were the defact dining facility, you were only eating for like 15 minutes.
Yes.
Now the time we ate, like, they call it victory dinner.
Yeah.
We ate like a lot of food.
Yeah.
Now you eat, you can talk to each other because prior that you cannot talk to your fellow trainee because you have to eat and you get out of there. So now this time you're like, no, you're used to eating this style.
Yeah.
Now they're saying, don't relax.
Yeah.
So you kind of feel like, this are like playing tricks on me.
Yes.
So you can go for more because you only get one plate.
Yeah.
So now you can add more. Like, wow.
Yeah. Oh man, gotta feel nice.
You are like, after that,
Yes.
again, like after like eating the dinner. I get the smokers because someone was like, they were just from laughing. We were just from laughing.
Yes.
Now they're serious now.
They're serious
they change
now.
their face so fast.
Yes.
You know. Yes.
Oh man.
So yeah, basically, it has brought me a different experience. Yeah. That's what I can say. And,
That's
and
good.
I'm looking forward for to see what's in there and to see what's more in the life of a soldier in the in the army and
Man, yeah. Thanks for sharing. I know there's a lot more that you could share. But I think the nuggets that you gave us, I think it sheds a good light into what it takes to be
a soldier
in the US. So, man, congratulations for enduring through it.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And again, pretty sure this as somebody will find it helpful.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being willing to share. If people have questions, I'm sure they can find a lot of information online. And if people know you, obviously they can reach out if they really actually want to inquire more.
Yeah, if they want to inquire more, they can reach out through you then. Through your podcast. And I'm ready to share more.
Share more, yeah. are you in social media, and would you like people to follow you and look for you?
Yeah, I'm in social media, and so sometimes I'm not very active, but I'm in social media.
Yeah.
TikTok, I'm just John JON, and Facebook's John Matiku. Yeah, and Instagram John Ogutu.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, if you're watching, you want to follow John, please look for him in social media, as he has mentioned, and give him a follow. And again, please like this video, share with anybody who they're thinking about joining the military, or maybe somebody who is already in it. Connect with another military brother here. You know, they are family. So again, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for listening to my conversation with Father Sika, and and follow the podcast for more.
Yeah,
and subscribe.
Definitely.
And, spread the word. Tell a friend.
Yes.
About the podcast, and thanks so much for your time, Sika.
Asante, nashukuru sana.
Karibu.
Yeah, all pleasure is mine. All right, thank you.
A mother stretches one plate across all 5 of her children. A father skips meals so his children can eat. Children cry themselves to sleep, not from fear, but from hunger.
Let's bring in John Harwood.